Turn that shit on right there. We on? Could you hear me? Hit that like button and subscribe.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Coffee Kush TV Cairo University. You know, as I said many times before, and we're going to keep saying it, this genocide must end. Gorbachev, tear down them walls. Press 1. Press 1. I'm glad everybody can make it. Yeah, I told you it was genocide. Ain't nothing short of it. Our people trying to ignore what it is, and they trying to protect it because they involved. Press 1. But they trying to protect it because they asses is involved and don't want to take responsibility. Calling this man a coon. Press 1. There's not going to change reality. Press 1. It's not going to change reality, woman. Press 1. We are in a death code. Press 1. I say COVID vaccines are developed using cells of aborted. Press 1. Fetuses, aborted children. Press 1. And guess who's the main beneficiary of it? I told you. I set the tone. Press 1 for the world. It's me. Big goo-wop. Press 1. Me. Yeah, this that brain that sits at the motherfucking supreme level. Press 1. How you put supreme and you ain't no law? Press 1. You got all law tatted on your head. Press 1. You got all law on your books. Press 1. But you ain't supreme yet. Press 1. That's the problem. And that's check. Press 1. I'm debatable right now. I'm going into debate mode. Press 1. How you 7%? Press 1. How you supreme noble Jew Ali follower? Press 1. And your brain, press 1, ain't adapted yet to your current situation. You know why? Because you part of the problem. That's why. Your way of thinking is raised by your mama. Press 1. You got the my mama syndrome. You got MMS. And that's not a text message. Press 1. I'm retarded, y'all. I just want you to know I'm retarded. And you got MMS. Press 1. And it's not a text message. No, they ain't no great mind. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do this. What university he teach at? They said they gonna uphold his thing because he uphold the Constitution. Not feelings and emotion. Not your personal gripe, what you don't want uncovered. Why you want to have more abortion? Why? Press 1. Why do you want them? Don't you want to be responsible this time? Press 1.
Shame. Shame.
Don't you want to be
Shame.
responsible this time, my fellow Democrats? Press 1. And they got Meg the Stallion shaking her ass. Don't we want to be civilized? She says she's not pregnant. It's time to get active. Hot Girl Summertime Part 2. Press 1. She got the same dance move. Press 1. Nobody cares. A man showed on like too much ass been thrown around the screen, and that's our women. Press 1. That shit is embarrassing. So how does that feel that we are being used for stem cell research and COVID vaccines? Press 1. I told y'all this last year. WUHAN, Dr. WUHAN, press 1, and the funny looking rat looking dude, Fauci, over there in Sweden, playing with aborted fetuses. Nobody want to hear it. Press 1. Nah, they don't want to hear it. Our people hate the truth because they so far in the sin, they don't want to change from their wicked way. And here go the federal government saying, look, God, look at them. They don't want to change from their wicked ways. We change. Press 1. Press 1. The white man say, look, we forgive and let go. Press 1. We ready for reparations. They destroying things. And you got to ask yourself why. I call it the TMA. The Tamika Mallory effect. Press 1. Where you can get funded by George Soros to do counter. This is counter. Press 1. This is COINTELPRO. People who are counterproductive is COINTELPRO. So that's Tamika Mallory syndrome. I'm the doctor here. I'm diagnosing everybody. My mama, MMS, and TMS. Press 1. Men ain't got no sense. So when you walking into the abortion clinic, well, was you got to know that at the supreme level of thinking, not at the little chicken wing, chitterling, pork chop, sandwich chop way of thinking. No, not with welfare. You call that man a coon because you want some more food stamps. Press 1. Don't lie. You want some more food stamps. Don't put that sound in my shit. Thank you. Me to be. Don't even do it. Press 1. You're not calling in supporting the broadcast. Don't even do it. You're not allowed to put the sound emoji. Press 1. I'll do it. They out here tripping, folks. Thank you. He's a coon. He don't know nothing. And now you know why. Because at this level, they found out at this level that it's being used for the vaccines. So they putting dead fetuses. They're using the American public as science projects. Press 1. That's basically what's going on. And while you sitting back signing up for a COVID, that's why you retarded. That's why your eyes are squiggly. Press 1. Your eyes squiggly. I'm higher than the motherfucker. Your eyes are squiggly scrabble. Press 1. Because they don't stuck you with something. And because you don't got the covering of the Lord, even if they did it without you knowing, you still ain't covered. Press 1. You don't let them stick your ass with luciferase. Press 1. Look at your neighbor. Right now, you don't check yourself with the mark of the beast.
Shame.
Now look at you.
Shame.
Now look at you. You headed for here go Kev, sitting back in the world saying, no, but boy, don't do it. I got people all over the earth mad at me. Why you not wearing a mask? Why you promoting death? People gonna die if they listen to you, but they lived. Press 1. And the people that listen to you, they got death injected in front of them. They got death. Press 1, injected in them. Ain't that sad? All because they wanted to be safe in the world and not safe with God, bro. Facts. They want to be safe in the world but not safe with God. So, it's a travesty that we got to wake up and Vlad TV puts this up. They blocked my post. I see why. Because people said that's hate speech, and it kind of was, because my caption was pointing the finger back at you. Press 1. And you hate speech that pointed back at you. Press 1. Yeah, see, our people, they don't like for this they hold genocidal ways to be uncovered in a way that it meets the heights of. This is where the sins meet heaven. Press 1. Your cup is filled all the way up to the heavens. Press 1. Kalima, this old have a baby. Press 1. Pop a pill. Yeah. Press 1. You done fucked up. You wanted to be great. You wanted to be Cinderella. Press 1. You wanted to be the hot girl summer. Press 1. You wanted to be Cinderella and you're not really Cinderella. Press 1. You're not. You got problems. You don't even know who you is. You're not Cinderella. You can be Cinderella, but you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. You want to control not only man's position, but the word of God and change the word of God into Disney fairy tales of love and mysteries. Press 1. That way, when these people talk at this level, you don't know what the fuck going on. Press 1. Because you live in Wakanda. That's what I call it. Your world was created by Stan Lee at the movie theater. Press 1. Oh man, it just make my fucking gut tickle. Press 1, yeah, talk that shit now. Press 1, they scared of me now. Talk that shit, y'all motherfuckers. Whole belief system come from Disney World, just like I said, huh? Every one of you little niggas got a fucking dumbass complex, and the women got dumber ones. They really believe that Tinkerbell popped them upside the head. And they run shit all of a sudden. Beyonce can, come on girls, we run this. Press 1.
Not like this. Not like this.
And I'm over here. Beyonce is Kali mine, and she finna destroy black babies. Press 1. She finna, y'all finna be out here giving y'all firstborns and secondborns and thirdborns. Press 1. To by all. Press 1. Fact. Playing the game of life. Playing the goddamn game of life, and you up here talking about how much it costs. The white man doing something to you. The white man didn't do this. That's why y'all shut the fuck up. Press 1. That's not a white man. But he a coon because he don't listen to rap. Man, fuck rap. Lying ass Negroes. They want you to get vaccinated. Girl, you looks good when you vaxxed that. You was looking good before you vaxxed it up. Now you look dumb. Press 1. Don't no nigga want no vaccinated yams. Press 1. No. That's polluted now that you know. You don't lay your belly a wasteland. Press 1. You don't made the womb a desert. Press 1. You don't sterilize your dumb self. Press 1. It don't spit out nothing. I say that womb don't spit out nothing but dust. Just press 1. You having problems because Planned Parenthood screwed you over. Press 1. You thought you was gonna get away with 1 or 2, maybe 3. Nah, every one of the motherfucker ecstasy pills you popped at Planned Parenthood was an extermination process, and it was gonna damage any further. You wonder why your retarded kid keep bumping his head on the wall. He keep running into the wall, and you have no idea and shit. Press 1. But you know that vaccine did it, made by WUHAN. You know why. You so quick to put your faith in this and not what's real. They got vaccinated yams. Press 1. They got contaminated. Press 1. All people should have a little. Vaccinated people should wear stuff like a little thing. Say something on a. What? Press 1 to stop it. Like fucking with me. Press 1, damn it. Now that's okay. You can't say nothing. Press 1. They're like, man, we gotta be more responsible. No, we gotta stop killing our babies to the street. No, we gotta stop having abortions. No, black woman, you became more of a damn problem than the white man. Press 1.
Not like this.
Has the black woman became
Not like
more
this.
of a problem than the white man, and have the American Negro, is the American Negro male its own worst enemy? Press 1. Press 1. One thing you're gonna learn is accountability. They right. And it's not just him. They right. If they are using your aborted fetuses and using your irresponsibility, press 1, and are incapability to make billions of dollars. How much you get? Nothing. So you just sacrifice your child for all. Press one. Just like the Bible say. You was in the Bible. They sacrificed babies, man. Abraham, bro, man. This one. Press one. And look at us. Press one. Hey, baby. Call me when you get up out of there. Press one. We done created a whole race of women with deaf yams. Press one. Whole vaginas is just deaf. Press one. They just go to the clinic now just like it's a fucking museum. They just go. Fuck it. You can go over there, girl. From that mindset, you would never be free. You will never be free. Always just being that irresponsible. You don't know law, nothing. You just, now you begging for your own genocide. Press one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Hold up. You can talk. You stay hating black women. What your mama do to you, bro? Who said that? Who is that? Don't delete him. Leave him. Let me see. His name is what? His name is Black 704. The thing about these dudes is they become professional typers and don't even got jobs. Press one as clerical officers or nothing. They can go do jobs where they type motherfucking 100 words a minute. How they hate me, that's bad. If I pulled out a resume, they'd get a good job. Press one. He just mad. Now my phone lines is open for all opposition with reason, with reasonable mindsets. You don't have to agree with me. Just don't be retarded. Press one. A lot of these black men can't express themselves, so they use emojis. Press one. They can't express themselves verbally, so they use emojis and cuss words. Fetal cells, you called it, sir. Yes, sir. Why the world? Because that's what it's about. So he can call me a clown, but I agree with them because they agree with me. Press one. They're using fetal tissue and fetal cells and to perform crazy fucking to test things. Press one. My mama had to love me because she didn't abort me, huh, Victoria? Press one. Don't be mad at me. All I know is don't be you really mad at yourself. You feel ashamed, but you don't know how to accept it. You mad at yourself. You can't speak for yourself. You probably had 4-5 abortion. You probably one of them niggas who just let their girls do anything. Press one, cause the baby ain't yours anyway. Press one. The baby ain't his. She just fooding. Press one, and he don't know how to accept truth. He ain't had no father in his life. Press one. He never did. He ran to the street if he did anyway. He just a renegade, badass little clown kid. Press one. Who mentality never grew up. So he know I don't hate black women, Linda. He know that. But he can't vocalize his stance on anything political, Linda. So one thing about me is I'm just here to make them little type of dudes like that feel dumb by being above them in my mentality. Press one. That's how you got to do them. See, he tried to distract you so you can go back down to ignorance. Where he lived mentally, he don't even know himself. I did all this work showing you who we are and stuff like this. This nigga been playing the whole time. And now look, the difference between him and us. They still playing, running up the YouTube street, playing with Seti Nad, King AK-47, who gonna run their brain right into the smut. Facts. Savannah, Georgia needs to put a statue of Clarence Thomas up They gonna say he a coon. They gonna say he a coon and they gonna burn it. They gonna tear it down for men, women right and LGBT Liberation Week. Press 1. It's LBGYP week, so they'll burn it down. They'll be burning black statues as soon as you put them up and say they anti whatever they do. It's like the reverse. They don't care about genocide. They don't care if we've been put in a concentration camp and being burnt at the moon. Press 1. They don't care about what happened to our people here. They want you to think your ass is an African, an Indian, or something else other than a child of God who was brought down by the federal government. That's all foreign nations, and they made themselves white right here in America. Press 1. All of them. White people ain't white. Ain't no such thing as that. They all from different nations. When they go home, they don't even like each other. But they all codenamed white right here in America. Why? Because they're sovereign here. They claim their independence from their land, and then they reclaim it when they go home. You stuck. Press 1.
Shame.
Then they
Shame.
reclaim their heritage. So they got dual citizenship. They got, you can't have sovereignty and so-called liberty. Press 1. If you got sovereignty, you don't need no damn liberty. You don't need none of that none of this other shit if you're a sovereign. You don't need none of them titles. None of that shit. So, what they is right. Nobody can address the Afro-American genocide in America concerning our sisters, our brothers, Planned Parenthood, the marketing tactics of this murder. Because that's what it is. Press 1. It's murder. Because that's what it is. So, that's why it's illegal. Because you can't, once life is there, you can't stop it from the life, liberty, or the pursuit of nothing. I'm sorry for your irresponsibility. Press 1. Ain't anybody gonna really combat that but women. Women who don't really understand, who don't want to be explained to. They just want to be able to right to do what they will with their bodies. Press 1. After conceiving a child, after, the conception of a child. I'm breaking all this down, talking about 6 million black babies, black people went through a Holocaust. How many black babies went through this Holocaust? How many black babies was put through Planned Parenthood? This is why the Supreme Court is needed to do what's necessary to bring freedom and classification to the American Negro, because they are unclassified. Nuremberg 5.0. Of course, these Nazis are still here. The Nazis that did this, Press 1, they're still on the earth, and their kids are still here. And I don't care about none of that, because these people are in possession of things that's not theirs. Period. This is law. This is American law, which is the foundations of American law. Press 1. Constitutional law. The contract between the king and the corporation stipulates that right here. 55 million, probably more than that. 55 million Afro-American. You can't talk about these matters with your local coon representatives that you send to the Congress. Press 1. They there to be contrary to the law. Everything they do is a damn amendment, a fuck up, a fix of a fuck up that ends up being another fuck up of a law. Press 1. Or if they just stick with their own original contract, they will be held accountable just as you are. God has spoken, and we need to take the Supreme Court ruling as warning to us that abortion is wrong. God has spoken, and we need explain that to us, Linda. Explain how God has spoken, and we need to take the Supreme Court ruling as a warning to us that abortion is wrong. And who is us? Call it in 424-209-9506. That's 424-20. What you mean by that? 209-9506. Shout out to the people in my Cash App early this morning, whoever this is. Wish and Sterling Hope. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. And Miss Yvette. Shout out to you. Yeah. If it's been 55 million people exterminated through Planned Parenthood, that's a terrible extermination process when it's done in the womb. Everything that this corporation has been doing and allowed, even the fuck up of allowing these people to do this, is a defense against God's people. That's the thing about it. Everything you shouldn't even be talking about. You went through a hysteria and they just had to stick you with something. And then they removed themselves from being held accountable. That in itself is not even legal, because their operation in itself is not legal. So none of it makes sense. How you can just sit back and complain, yet allow the Congress and these weak ass senators to keep putting you through this specific torment, this holocaust per se, under the guise of humanitarian efforts. Press 1. The first law is thou shalt not kill. You can't go against the law. You can't amend the law. There's no amendment to the law. There's not one amendment to thou shalt not kill. That means don't you get in your brain to exterminate nobody and play dumb. Press. That's why this is a great time to be alive. That's not the first, but okay. What you mean, Shiner Carpenter? What do you mean? Don't talk to me from the chat room. Press 1. When they talk to me from the chat room, they silly to me. Don't talk to me. You got to call it in. That's a landmass full of people. 20 or 55 million. That's right. That's a landmass full of people. How many people is 55 million? Press 1. How many people is 25, 45, 55? Now they give all this aid to everybody else, but how many people been put in this Holocaust right here? And these are the numbers you're supposed to be researching. You're supposed to be on Discord saying, wait a minute, it was 17 this year, Kev. It was 15 this year, Kev. It was 14 million. It was 12 million this time. And you're supposed to be able to do the math on that. You're supposed to be doing your own research. How many of us was put into this Nazi death camp? Because that's what it is. If you look at the flyers and the means of how they were talking to our people, and what word plays they were using to convince you, our people, that it's a good idea to go along with the extermination process. It's the same slogans as today. Come on down before your kid be a gangbanger. Press 1. We all know your kids ain't gonna grow up to be nothing. Why send them through the same poverty you went through? Press 1. You know that 80% of y'all ain't gonna make poverty? This is how they sell it to you. So why don't y'all just Just go ahead and go sign up. Press 1. Into the Negro Extermination Program. Oh, y'all don't like that name? Let's change it to Planned Parenthood, where we accept parents who don't want to. You see, because they parents is the problem. See, we need to remove the right from them. So they find a way all this time to play exterminator. They spend all this time to play exterminator, then say, hey, this is illegal. Do you know that they're using aborted fetuses for vaccines? Family, listen to. Do you know that's unheard of. That's unheard of. They ignorant of the law, and so is the people. The people ignorant of the law. That's why. Because all the men of God's men are chumps. That's why. They chumps.
Shame.
That's why.
Shame. Shame.
They motherfucking chumps. That's why. But these motherfuckers wake up every day thanking God like they Ice Cube. But when it come down to extermination processes, press 1 and your ass is in problem, you gotta turn into Tupac or something. There's no power in sitting right there quiet like cowards. Press 1, quiet like cowards. The cowardly little lions on the Wizard of Oz. You gonna just remain a 10 man, a tax identification number, and a slave forever. Press 1. You're gonna be a slave. If your men can't stand up with knowledge and wisdom and speak on behalf of themselves, they future seeds, ain't no reason to listen to no political you better close the word up. Cause God don't want you to be quiet. He wants you to scream out his name. Press 1. What you quiet for? I don't care about you being at work, then don't type. Then you just sit back. I don't care about you being at work. Being at work don't mean nothing to me. Cowards. You got a whole genocidal extermination process built as a fucking front. And y'all sitting up here, cowardly lying. Press 1, afraid. You know why? You know why you afraid? Because your girl gonna slap your ass silly. Press 1. That's why. Because you worship your woman. That's why. So y'all rather than face this issue that you got, a foreign woman ain't gonna get you no goddamn salvation. Press 1. It ain't gonna get you no truth. So you can't run from this issue before you fix this problem. You can't run from this issue, black man and woman, until you fix this problem you got. That's what the problem. You can't do nothing else. You stuck like the movie Frozen. You fucked up. Press 1. You fucked up. Playing at the church, singing at God way in the sky somewhere. You fucked up. Singing, wearing y'all best clothes. Wearing y'all best clothes, singing this shit. Ain't none of that mean nothing. You don't turn law into a Mickey Mouse fairy tale ass story. Press 1. Playing Disneyland Cinderella tricks with the word of God. We don't do that here. That's all they want. They want to shine and control it all. Nope, sorry. Ain't that right? Facts. Bocat, talk to me. Wuhan labs don't, while you over there getting vaxxed up, they taking your fetal tissue and doing science projects with it, and you ain't even know it. Y'all so damn lost, they say it in your face. in the whole comment section to call him a liar or coon, even though it's true. Yeah, the truest shit that you can get. Press 1. The hardest heart in the world is the black woman heart. Press 1. Oh, this black woman heart. Press 1. Tamika Battery say, Kev, y'all just don't know how to make us like, fuck all that. That heart is fucked up. Anytime where you think this is bad, press 1. You don't have a heart. That's your problem. You ain't got no damn heart. You think you got a heart. No, you don't. You can't have no heart if you don't feel bad about this. You make up for fucking 80%. You make up fucking 80% of this shit. So what you talking about? And this is the shit y'all don't want to address. The fact that y'all don't love y'all motherfucking kid.
Not like this.
Y'all want to put it back.
Not like this.
That's like y'all the only ones who ever said this stuff. Ooh, I wish I didn't have y'all. Press 1. Ooh.
Shame.
I was
Shame.
so much better.
Shame.
And instead of we're being parents, motherfuckers want brothers and sisters, and they want to revert their parenting to the teacher or the police. They really want brothers and sisters so they don't have to grow the fuck up. They want to be Toys R Us kids forever and ever and rule over them little ass kids. That boy gonna grow up and be a little ass kid forever. Are they going into law? Are they understanding law? That's why they ass get beat up by a foreign government, a foreign army, because they don't understand law. And you got this brother, Mr. Crump, going around making all the money off of your ignorance. Every black male, firstborn, they don't want to go to the military, they should go to law. Press 1. Now they're going to be, oh man, we can't study. We can't study. You're going to grow up with a bunch of niggas who don't know law, who need help. They're going to be committing dumbass crimes. And they're going to be in front of motherfucking judge, quiet, scared to talk, afraid. They gave all their mental power to this fool who worked with this fool, who looking at this fool, and they in the back trying to formulate a deal how to get this fool a easy win, a easy loss. Who gonna take? We can break even or what? Press 1. Fair. 10 years. You're gonna be out in 5. Press 1. Shit, if you smart, you can get probation right now. Press 1. They got all type of trickery if you play your cards right. But you end up with a whole system being raised off your ignorance. Now, how many people in prison? See? Now how many? Now combine that number, little mathematician heads. Combine the prison population with the aborted population. Press 1, and then let's just stop there. Let's just stop there. This is how you kill off this genocide. You just don't know what it is. You don't know what eugenics is. Because your teachers didn't teach you eugenics. They didn't teach you that they was the one in Planned Parenthood and the Red Cross. Those are your Nazis right there. What they do, they use aborted babies for stem cell research and do it with a smile. Press 1. You don't get no worse than destroying the womb of a black woman, remember? Press 1. You destroy the womb of a black woman, you deserve hell and death. Press 1. Come on, 7%er. Press 1. Right? Black woman is God. Right? So what you doing? What you doing all this singing for? And I fucking Jezebel movement. Press one. What you doing all this? You got spiritual practice folk, and you got 10 bodies. I don't give a fuck how good you can steam. Press one. You done fucked up. You got 10 bodies. They talking about how many bodies you got. I got 10. That's what I'm gonna say. If I go out on a date, how many bodies you got? Press one. They gonna think I'm talking about sex. Press one. Yeah, man, I'm cool, G. I'm just saying. I'm just saying though. It's a serious matter. It's so serious, motherfuckers don't even like to talk about it. It's shameful. And it's supposed to be that we allow these people, foreign national weak-ass corporations, to take our people's dead fetuses, bottle them up, and sell them for lungs and feet and hands and all type of research, putting animals together. Press one. And all the men is sitting back with fresh haircuts and muscles and tattoos in prison with bottles and water and noodles. Everything is on Instagram. Our people twerking, and it's a whole extermination process going on. And y'all come out of the entertainment to say, boo, and then go back in the entertainment world. Y'all just stick y'all fucking head out for a minute and just, who you going for? I'm going for Biden. Fuck it. Me too. Turn the beat back on. Now look at us. Whole nation sold out to multinational corporations again. Press one, we just left Trump, where everything was making us great again. Well, the reason why you got COVID is because you got aborted children in your brain. Press one. This ain't right. You got COVID. You just don't know it yet. Press one. They ain't finna bring out this thing. That motherfucker gonna zap yo. They gonna check you. Say, man, you got the vaccine. Your dumb ass got the paper like a little Jewish person. Me, press one. I'm vaccinated, thinking you finna be surprised. Thinking you going on a magic trip. Bye, guys. You should have did what you were supposed to do. Press one and say vaccinated. They are going to the exterminator. Press one, because they contaminated. Press one. I wouldn't let nobody on.
Unknown caller.
Nothing. I don't care how far she. Ain't no vaccination going on here. Fruits and vegetables. Press one. Some weed. Fuck. Give a fuck. You can't. I'm not buying, selling, and trading in. Press one. Coffee and Kush. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air? What up?
What's going on, kid? It's Water World.
Water World. Talk to me. Say something brilliant, man. Go ahead.
I mean, you always on point. I told you were ahead of your time. But with this, the fetal cell tissues and stuff, I remember Project Veritas with James O'Keefe. We been had this back in like 6 months ago with Pfizer. I don't know if you remember that when they had the CEO. Yeah, the Pfizer. You know the vaccine about the jab.
Go ahead.
But remember,
that's the people.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, and then I just sent you a little clip at the 2-minute mark where it says what kind of cells was in there, and it says a human embryonic kidney cells, and then they get it from the lining of the fetus. So basically, when they do the abortion, and then on the email, the executive from Pfizer was like, "You can't let nobody, the public can't know none of this that's going on." And so my thing is, if Justice Clarence Thomas is bringing it up now, that means they're doing investigations on the background, but they're not letting us know. At least they're not putting on the news that they're doing this, so they know that this is not right. At least for the Supreme Court justice right now, so they're doing their job. Like what you were saying, like they've been on point. They're doing what they're supposed to.
Yes.
And also they got to tell about what's in the vaccines too now, because they just had another report that they got like biological objects growing inside the human body after people die. So basically, it's causing the blood clots in there. And then it looks like, man, if you see this cat, I'll show you this too. But it looks like, oh man, little reptilian scales with like wires in there, because they did a microscopic view of the actual blood clot that's inside the vaccines. But this is crazy, man. You on point, yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. And so are you. Thank you, Waterworld.
Yes, sir.
My man. It's important that we remain on topic, especially concerning something that's dear to us, like this. Oh, look at this. Frank's high abortion rate strike blow at black community. Press 1. Oh, it's evident I'm not the only one who thinks this is black genocide, and that's exactly what it is. This is your Holocaust. Your irresponsibility, black woman and man, is our problem in America. Press 1. Your inability. Press 1. Your inability to focus. You all ass fighting in a project some goddamn where. Press 1 with your retarded self. And who's talking about this in our community? Huh? Not our people. Our people don't want to face the hard facts that we are our worst enemy. That's why I'm changing my ways, right? This shit got me feeling like Michael Jackson and the man in the mirror. Press 1. This will have you thinking that life differently, man. Wait a minute. On top of all this, y'all think y'all finna just come study the ideological subversion of the American Negro? No, it's fucking evil. It's black genocide. This is where we at to you. Y'all better stop asking me dumbass questions when my brain is here. Stopping the black Holocaust. Now. Say it with me now. Your ignorance is not the baby fault. That's one. Sorry. They said with me. Your ignorance is not the baby's fault. Now, a lot of us grew up, and that's what we thought. A lot of these people really thought when they grew up, came in this world, and grew up and came into the law that they know as amendments, that they grew into
unknown caller
Roe versus Wade. So they really believe that the Constitution is protects this stuff. No, y'all talking about the whole extermination process. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air? What up?
Hey, what's up, Kev? Troy.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Troy calling from Texas. Just want to follow up. Last time you said the vacation, the vaccine. They also put out an article from the news saying that what they gave people became a part of people's kidney and liver cells. So on top of giving you something foreign and aborted fetus cells, that made you, whoever took that stuff, into some sort of weird, brand new abomination. And I don't think people have understood the complications and stuff, what they've done with that stuff, man. Like, especially now with them coming out with this, that means that things have got some random implications on what they've done, man. This is going to be a wild ride for people to see.
It is, but it ain't as wild as people think. See, you know, it's terrible what they've done, but it's really eye-awakening to the ignorance of the people to allow an emergency Nazi system of extermination programs to even get to this point by way of ignorance of the law. If they wasn't ignorant of the law, they wouldn't be in this position. Nobody can take and do nothing to you by way, because God said. That's why.
Yes, sir.
Because God said.
About 3 or 4 of your shows, you had a caller that called in about a general in the military. And whenever a general is on duty, it's like a foreign occupation.
Yeah.
And then I just thought about the medical system. The top of the medical system is the Surgeon General. So that just made me think like, man, it's that whole operation.
Ain't the Surgeon General the one who got the side of the cigarette box?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Ain't the Surgeon General warning on the side of every box?
That's true.
And what he say? This will kill you.
True.
What he say?
Yep. A carcinogen warning.
You say this will kill you. Not the tobacco, all this extra shit we got too. Tobacco been on this land forever. That's for them. But I'm saying this will kill you. And we are in there for sure. That's what it is. They told you the truth.
But it was funny, man. I think so many women posted stories, but they posted it from like shades and he falsely claimed and they all rolling their eyes. I'm just like, man, like, really?
Oh yeah, but that's because the black woman don't adhere to the word of God because it condemns them. That's why. Where they at mentally right now, the Bible is against the black woman. The word of God, law itself, and woman is against the law. The black woman is out of bounds. She out of place. She out of her fucking mind. That's where she at.
Yeah, when I saw Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion start working to the maximum on schedule on some sort of time slot, I'm like, man, there must be some sort of, this is a grand distraction. There must be some babies going to come out because they twerking like the work.
Oh, they like, you better watch me. Everybody can see that they're whoremongering.
I mean, they came out with it turned up to the max. I'm just like, man, this must be something you must really not.
And look at this. This the power right now. Kali is the power of the peak. See this I call it twerk miss. This twerk miss is like you ever, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you
twerk
no,
miss here.
You right. You
I'm
right.
trying to tell you this shit here
funny,
is a man gonna have to work hard for this one. You ever see Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah.
See, and because you know that I'm gonna give you this analogy because our people know cartoons and shit. Pepe Le Pew was on old girl. Soon as she put that twerk mist on herself. Now that's the perfume, and naturally her pH balance is out of order. See, but it got the other cat thinking that it's a skunk. To get the perfume.
So it stinks to everybody else. Is that what you said? It's funky to everybody else.
No, I'm just sitting back watching this life play out like a big ass cartoon because
that's like poison ivy. That's like poison ivy. Get everybody with that mist.
Oh yes, the twerk mist. Get us all seduced. Boy, next thing you know, we overdosed on lean. All of our change and money is gone. Press one.
I definitely think this is wrong with a lot of our people, especially in the hood. The women out of order very early in life. Like men, they high on twerk.
Oh my goodness! If Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion and one of the city girls made a song called "Twerk Mist," that motherfucker will go double fold. They going to the Super Bowl.
Man, they definitely listen to me. They definitely listening, bro.
Well, I hope so. They should make it. You know what? The Twerk Mist song is going to be the hot girl song of the future right there. Twerk Mist. Thank you for the call.
Had that on straight balls or something. Yeah,
thank you for the call. Yeah, they're going to be in the video shooting squirt bottles mist everywhere. Oh, my man. But the men are equally. Noble 777. I ain't even got to the weak ass man yet. So while you over here playing Captain Save a person who's been condemned, press one. You need to be worried about yourself. Noble 777. Press one. Yeah, man. But it don't be them only. Press one. No, it ain't just the women. No, it's not just the women. But right now, that's what we talking about. The major meat and potatoes, little defender of ignorance. Press one. It ain't just us. It's always a little mama. My mama said as a MMS trauma student somewhere in the back playing defense mechanism. Just like every time I get on these Negroes, it's always a woman that come in on the sideline. Oh, we don't need to join nothing. They need to just think about it, shoot and kill each other. Yeah. Because y'all all lost sense of family, man and woman, and men of their natural selves, and women of their just lost sense of everything in the world of madness. And I get it, but at some point you got to start thinking, especially as a man. You got to learn how to start speaking. You just can't sit up there thinking sports is gonna get it. You're gonna get cheated on forever. You're gonna be in the world of playing Cinderella love stories. Because there's nothing to sports. It's the same shit over and over and over again. And we can talk about it once a week doing Super Bowls and shit, doing football game. But past that, bro, a nigga mind got to be somewhere else. That's all a lot of black women want to do is twerk and throw TikTok dance. And that's all you want to do is watch it. Press 1. So yeah, the black woman want to twerk her ass, because the black woman's sexy anyway. So she naturally like seductive. She ain't got to do too much, but they do too much. Only thing they want to do is, it don't matter what they doing, they just got to turn around. I can't even watch Instagram no more and watch National Geographic videos. Press 1. It's always something. Press 1. There's always one of y'all floating around about to scroll up. Instagram should have a next up video, like next 3. You can see it. Oh, skip this shit. They get men in trouble. Press 1. A married man watching Instagram, and then one of them bras just turned around and just wife just at the house. That's danger. That's a dangerous game. Press 1. I'm cool. This is the price of abandoning the Most High, so your people shall suffer. No, they have suffered. What's your name? Conformity. They have suffered, sir. This is the price. That was the price. Press 1. See, they know. He ain't nothing but a racist. See, these people who's around who say things like that, this is the price of abandoning the Most High, so our people shall suffer. Yes, but abandoning law. Law. And the law of God. You see, the law of God and the law is one. So what you thinking is a big white man up on the top of the world, you can color him whatever you want to. Press 1. It's not that. That's the thing. That's Disney World. So within your speech patterns, I see what you mean, but even you wrong. Facts. They just abandoned the law and forgot the law. And they transgressed against the law. And it only got worse. Yes, yeah. Keep coming. Don't get in your feelings. Keep coming to the U. Keep getting that work, that information, and fly like the wind. Knowing how to perceive media manners and not be stuck in the conspiracy of it all. You know, because the first thing is, you know, God is in control of all this. Law, righteousness is in control of all this right here. It's already written. The word of God and those contracted to be up underneath it, you shall follow the law. So the Supreme Court. So that's important that people understand not to be caught in religion, because the religion is the womb. Matrix worship. What you think come out of her mean? That's Kaliman, that's sin, that's death, that's death, and that death over there want black baby sacrifice. And you know it. That's the cold thing about it. Press 1. And you know it. So come out of her. It'll come out that church right there. That womb damaging external church right there. Because they all are a part of the B system, which is over there on the 7 hills that represent the 7 heads. You can Google that if you want to. So they all a part and have draking of that cup. Press 1. Of that authority. That's the authority of Peter. That's the seed of Satan itself. Press 1. That's that stuff over there. That's sacrificing. Baal. What was they doing in the Catholic Church years ago? What was they doing? What was the Pharisees and them doing? They was over there poking holes in the babies. Press 1. They were doing a lot. Drinking the blood, draining the blood out. Press 1. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. Draining the blood out and shit. You don't know it. So don't get caught in the religion, Disneyland aspect of things and get caught up. Facts. The Catholic Church made all the religions. They didn't make the word of God. They just took it and took from and added to. Press 1. But they messed up big time because the truth is in the word. And if you know the law and the word together, well, you can take it to the Supreme. You can take that to the bank. You can take it to the bank. (424-209). Where's my phone? 9506. If not, maybe you're okay with 55 million people being caught in the Holocaust. Maybe you're okay with that. I'm not. And they gotta be right, G. If you don't know that this is wrong, something wrong with you. The whole world know the world's Holocaust that so-called Hitler did. That's wrong. That's wrong. I think that was 6 million people. I'm talking about 50, 60 million. How many children have been put to the extermination process? And they don't want to call it what it is because they don't want to stand convicted. That's all. They don't want to call it what it is because they don't want to stand convicted. They don't want to have to think about, getting back to God and realizing that word is really like the mirror. Not mirror, mirror on the wall. If FEMA have committed the ultimate sin of 55 million deaths, the Red Cross or the Planned Parenthood people, that's a chargeable offense. There should not be a Planned Parenthood allowed to operate or a Plan B pill allowed to operate at all. If you can prove that these people set out to exterminate you from the inception, boy, they got issues. They got big problems. And that's why we was talking this morning, and I told one of my students, they have to fix it. They got to fix this. That's why they getting this work. All this shit they've been promoting and doing all, they got to tear all that down. Because God's law is supreme. They caught up in Congress. They caught up in amending and trying to get things to change the law. But you can't change it. That's up there in Washington. You can't change that. You can't change God's law. Press 1. Thou shalt not kill. And from the Bill of Rights to the 10 Commandments, you can't change that. And these laws is made perfect. Only thing you can do is create a Congress to change the perception of God's law to meet the definition of their interpretation of it. But when explained thoroughly, you can see that it's just been a sham puppet government ever since. And if you can't explain that as a black man in America, there ain't no sense of you talking about freedom. If your brain ain't on how did this happen to us, there's no way that you can even call yourself a brother or what you think a black man is or nothing. You're really just a minor and need help when you go to court. Press 1, you don't know what to say. You don't even know how to say not guilty. You don't even know, you're not even believable. Press 1. You believable in front of everybody else, but you're not believable when it matters. And that's the thing about it. I don't want to be believable by no nigga. Fuck all that. We trying to go there. That's where the issue is. Genocide. Those people who discern these matters on a national scale. Press 1. And as I say, it's a reason. It's a reason why nobody goes to the Supreme Court. They all go address these little civil matters that never even get. They do a march every year to commend Dr. Martin Luther King and forgot about it. He said, I'm going to go get our check. Press 1. He said, we're going to Washington. Press 1. Oh, no. Not to talk. See, y'all got caught up in the storyline of little narratives and shit that's been proven wrong over and over and over again, rather than pick the banner up and continue off where it's important. That's where black men have fallen short, because they act like a nigga's supposed to help them and they not even trying. They trying to look good. They trying to look the part rather than be the part and grow into the part. They want to be the part. It's like trying to be something you not first. Press 1. Just throw the chain on. Just throw you don't know what the work ethic is behind it. You just want the answer real fast. How I get the Camaro on 28 rims? Never mind the shit he was doing. That nigga worked hard for that motherfucker. Cuz work at UPS for 10 years. Cuz he's having up all his change for that. Press 1. So niggas like you can ask him what you do. Press 1. What you do to get that, my brother? So it says here, black genocide. Let's read a little bit. Let's read. Is there something wrong with this picture? Nearly 40% of all abortions America since Roe versus Wade have been by black Americans. That equates to more than 20 million black pregnancies aborted. Oh my goodness. Press 1. Press what? That's right, because this is where you go get the truth. We're not here to talk about YNW Melly. Press 1. We're here to give you the facts. Press 1. With a little bit of entertainment. Oh my goodness. It equates to more than 20%. 20 million black pregnancies aborted. The equivalent to a population of either New York or Florida. Press 1. Yet black people make up just 14% of the U.S. population. You see, X minus Y equals W. Press 1. You only make up 14%. Yet you make up what? What percent? See? And white people account for 35% of all, that's everybody else, abortions of the majority population in the country. So, is it because black people have suffered more of incest, rape, mother needing an abort? So why is this happening? I supported the so-called pro-choice position while in Congress. What did I tell you? They do this shit where? in Congress. These are votes I regret today and pray for God's forgiveness on so many levels. Oh my goodness. Press 1. See? I pray and pray for God's forgiveness.
Not like this.
Oh my.
Unknown caller.
Not like this.
God bless her. She said, I pray for God's mercy that I could ever do something so horrific. That means she broke down in her life. And how wrong that is. That's a real woman right there. Coffee and Kush TV, Cairo University, Channel 54. You on the air.
You short yellow brother, dumbass little boy. You stupid as fuck. You stupid. You dumb as fuck. Get off the
You got anything else to say, sir? 20. Look here. The lady said that she was in Congress and she regrets, sir. She regrets. She said the votes she regrets today, and she prayed for God's forgiveness on so many levels. What do you think about that?
You short yellow brother, dumbass little boy.
Oh, okay. So you just okay. So if you ain't got nothing to say, it's okay. I am not declaring. It says here. I am not declaring Planned Parenthood during the early part of the 20th century a racist organization. I am. Master Gillespie is. Press 1. That's what I'm declaring. It's a 20th century racist organization, and definitely not today. But you can judge for yourself. Thank you, ma'am, because I does judge appropriately. Press 1. That's where Judge Gills come from. Judging this type of stuff. By way of God, press 1. Thou shalt not kill. Press 1. Are they guilty? Yes or no? I'm going to put it in the chat room. Don't vote. I'm going to put a vote right now. Is Planned Parenthood guilty of God's laws? That's going up in there. Is Planned Parenthood, you hear me typing? Huh? I don't just use my typing ability to troll, fool. I really know how to type. It's Planned Parenthood. Against God's law. That's yes or no. Make sure you vote starting in the next 5 seconds. Let me get back to reading. Make sure y'all vote now. Okay, Planned Parenthood has appointed about half of its presidents from minority communities. Oh my God. In its early days, it succeeded in enlisting the support of many, if not most, of the black leaders during that period. I told you. Today, every member of the Congressional Black Caucus supports. Oh, black. Oh my God, look at your neighbor.
Not like this.
Oh!
Not like this.
Told you. You control the Congressional Black Caucus, the House of Cards. They all must be eliminated. All of them are against and for the. Oh my God! Not like this. Oh my
Shame.
goodness! Now you see
Shame.
what I've been teaching.
Shame.
Now you see what happened when you read the entire Black Congress. Oh my goodness! Where Tamika at? Press 1. All the black entertainers are against God, G. The law. That's why they out here talking about women's rights and all this other stuff, because they want to abort and massacre God's babies and stop the rise of the black Messiah. Press 1, stupid.
Not like this. Not like this.
Press 1. That's what they did it for, playing around and got themselves in this little predicament. They got themselves in a predicament. That's all they afraid of. They afraid of a good Christian, press 1, brother who believe in God, who come around out of nowhere in the bloodline of the originals, and they're going to come and convict the world of sin. Press 1. You know what convict the world of sin means? Charge them with a crime. Press 1.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Now, can Tamika Mallory charge? She's in bed with them. She's guilty with them. Press 1. Soros is guilty, and Tamika Mallory is an accomplice. Press 1. I say Jesse Jackson can't do this because Jesse Jackson is an accomplice. Press 1. No entertainer and black leader can do it. Why? Because in Congress, we now know, press 1, that all of them are for the extermination of little black boys and little black girls in America. They have made the ultimate sacrifice of sacrifice. I mean, we all know they the heads of the church and they speak for us. This is enemies in high places. Press 1. Oh my goodness, Nipsey. God bless you. Press 1. Somebody say God bless him. These enemies in high places. Hey, the enemies of the high places is a blessing. All of them. Hey, this is important. Planned Parenthood has the support of the Congressional Black Caucus. Hate the rappers and shit always try to get y'all to vote for Congress and senators and all that shit. This is why. Y'all done messed up. Y'all done lost y'all rabbit ass mind. Easter egg heads. Press 1. Planned Parenthood is a point of blah blah blah. Today, every member of Congressional Black Caucus supports Planned Parenthood. Digging deeper into research discovers that Margaret Seeger wrote about the Negro Project or problem in terms of akin to believers of eugenics.
Shame.
Extermination
Shame.
programs. I told y'all the Red Cross means that's your concentration camps. Now do you believe me? Now that's your concentration camps. Okay, there are two sides to every coin. One side talks about the black infant mortality rates and the death rate of black mothers during childbirth, the mantra healthcare. Yet the other side has mounting abortions of black pregnancies. Wow. Former President Richard Nixon was the first to authorize federal funds to Planned Parenthood in the 1970s as an extension of the public health services. Oh my goodness. His administration, it's hard to read. Shit. His administration provided funding for family plan and services including contraception. That's Plan B, you guys. Damn, cuz. Which had bipartisan support in Congress. No American woman should be denied access to family planning assistance because of her economic situation, Nixon said. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's enough right there. Cause I know y'all don't like to call in. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for my class. I'm gonna save it for my class, and that's insane. So there's a huge disconnect between you and reality. I see now. I see exactly what it is. Your brain is in Disneyland, some damn weird. While there's a whole Nazi regime, you talking about Tariq Nasheed and them talking about buck breaking. This is insane. And these people, through eugenics, have found a way, through Planned Parenthood and tax exemption, to, press 1, exterminate your children. What can't you see about that truth? They are using aborted children for stem cell research and vaccinations. How the hell you get life out of death is the mind of a goddamn maniac. Press 1. I said that's a mind of a person who trying to prove evolution. There is no God. They're big man type shit, where life can be created out of dark matter and flesh. What do you think dark matter is? That's you. You up here talking about my melanin and dark matter. These people talking about extermination. They subliminally talking in riddles and code, and your dumb ass is singing them. Yeah, melanin. First one, yeah. These motherfuckers, yeah, that's melanin, my job. That's melanin. Your shit popping, ain't it? Yeah, it's popping. Popping, your shit popping. I love every bit of this conversation. There's a dose of reality. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air? What up?
Hi, Kev. This is Quiet Storm.
What's going on?
I have a bad cold, so forgive me.
Yes.
But everything on this show, this is a great show.
Thank you.
Everything that you have said is great information, because the Most High has already stated that he was going to send us to corruption. He was going to send us here for everyone to sacrifice their children to Moloch. And that's part of giving your children over to Moloch, is by getting rid of the babies and allowing them to use the fetuses and so forth for experimental reasons. And the saddest thing I heard you say today was that the fetuses have been used in these vaccinations.
Yes.
I don't know if you said that or if you put it on the screen that Clarence Thomas declared it.
No, I put it on the screen as a reference point, but I said it. I've been saying it this whole time.
You said it. Absolutely. And you know what? That is true. These people have taken this vaccination, and they have no idea.
That's right.
It's, including some of my folks. I didn't take it. I'm not ever taking it.
Thank you. Good.
I'm 71 years old, Kev. I wasn't born with COVID, and I'm not going to try to get rid of something I don't know anything about.
That's right.
So I have never taken it, and I will never take it, because these are the things that they've hidden. They have not given a full account of what this vaccine was made of, and they're never going to give us a full account. It's a lot of secrets. And so these are the things I want the listeners to know, that there is redemption. Those who have had abortion, those who have done according to the rules of this system,
right. Talk to them.
And what has been allowed for us to do in this system.
Yes.
The Most High has made accommodations. If you turn your life around and make sure that whatever you've done, you've asked the Most High to forgive you. And he said, if you hearken to my voice and turn from your wicked ways, he said he will gather us and clean us up from all of our iniquity. We are filthy and dirty.
Come on, Queen.
In this land, because of the fact that it was a plan to get us all dirtied up.
That's right.
And get tired of this system and want the Most High more than anything else in this world. And so your program today is an excellent program, because some of us have done wrong and some of us have never committed anything that you're speaking of, this genocide stuff. Right. But those that have, know that the Most High can turn you around and clean it up off of you. So he said that he was going to bring us out of this land and wash us and cleanse us of our iniquity. He purposely sent us here so that we can follow him behind these heathens and do what they doing and get caught up and turn away from him so that he can destroy you. So you must hearken. Listen to the Most High. Read his word. Become familiar what he has in purpose for you. This is not it. These people are wicked to the core. He said they're heathens and they're only a drop in the bucket. But you are chosen. So you must recognize that the Most High looks at you in a different way. You're the apple of his eye. So we have to do better. And Kev, I want to commend you because you tickled me the other day when you told me I ain't been looking for you. And I had to giggle. But let me tell you something. Every show that I can get in and catch, I'm catching.
Good.
Because you give it to us raw. And I love you for it.
Thank you.
And I want you to keep going. And I want you to keep preaching the truth.
That's right.
Because the truth will set us all free.
That's
and I'm done preaching.
Thank you so much, Queen. Well said.
You are the king of my heart when you tell us with these programs
Yes.
the truth.
I'm the, so if I sit here and tell you the truth, I'm the king of your heart. That's what you're telling me?
The king of my... You know why I say that? You're a king anyway. You're a king,
but
period.
Tell me what you mean by that. Tell me, because people.
Well,
Go ahead.
because I listen to a lot of things, and some of it is nonsense, and I turn away from it. But it's difficult
Yes.
to turn away from someone who is bringing you something for your own good. To come to knowledge is the wisest thing that you can do. You know, we have a lot of ignorant brothers and sisters walking around. Every last one of them I run into, I'm telling them the truth.
Yeah.
Okay? Every day, these young brothers and sisters, I try to let them know that they're kings and queens when it comes to being chosen from the Most High, and that he loves them, no matter if they're laying on the sidewalk, whether they don't have a home, no matter what. We're chosen people. We're a nation of chosen people. And everybody knows but us.
And everybody knows it but you, because we don't know the law. And we don't read God's word.
Well,
and we don't know that
that's
this
right.
nation's law is founded on God's law. And it's all what? So you already follow the law. You just need to follow more of it and not. See, the thing is to turn from your wicked ways. That's the repentance of it.
Turn from hearken.
It's hard, like you said. Shit. Some of this ignorant shit has an attachment on us.
Yes, it does.
Because no other nation.
Yes, it does.
You know, no other nation got it. Where
No.
ignorant culture and deaf music has a hold on us to where we get to bouncing around like we part of it too. Nobody on earth. But that's what we got to come out of.
Yes, we do. And the Most High is not worried about the other nations.
No.
They have to come up under Israel. They have to come up under his chosen people.
That's why the little different women is following your attitude and your doctrine. They're right behind you.
Absolutely.
You do it first.
Absolutely.
You make the sacrifice first. We right behind
and
you.
I haven't always... But Kev, I haven't always lived the best.
Of course.
Life and choices. We've all fallen short.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I look at me first and I say, you know what, Juanita, what have you done? What is your goal? What are you going to do to change things and turn things around? When are you going to listen? When are you going to take heed? When are you going to hearken? And so in everyday life, as a 71-year-old, I try and do my very best and try to make the best choices. But this is a hard, cold world. And we're governed by wicked heathens. You know, this is not our system. So we have to be as careful as we can, read the word of the Most High, keep the laws as much as possible. But the one thing I want to leave on this note is no matter what you have succumb to. I don't believe in that writing your soul away in blood and all that stuff. I think that's for the Most High to judge. But I believe,
of course,
I do believe that you can redeem yourself and that you can right your wrongs by hearkening. It's never too late to hearken and turn to the Most High.
Ways.
Change from your wicked ways.
It's change from their wicked
Absolutely.
ways.
Change from your wicked ways, and that's the key. That's the most pertinent thing that one can do.
One of them. But the thing about redemption is there's a law of redemption.
Come on with it.
See,
Tell me.
Our people so lost they can't redeem themselves.
Some of them, true.
There are a lot of them.
True.
Most of them.
Some of them don't want to, Kev.
That's right.
Some don't. They like it. They like their wicked ways.
They love it.
There's a lot who are having a good time at it.
That's right. They don't believe in God.
So you are.
They believe in Disney World.
You're correct. You're correct.
So,
and
go ahead.
I just want to leave you, Kev, with a positive note that this is a great program, and keep presenting the truth, because I admire you for
Thank
that.
you so much.
If I want to hear something truthful, I come to Kev.
Come to Kev.
And so thank you so much, Kev.
Thank you so much, sister.
And God bless you. The Most High, may He bless you and continue to keep you in good stead, giving that message, message.
It's in my genetic makeup. Thank you for the call, ma'am.
Absolutely. You're welcome, and you have a wonderful day, Kevin. And hello to the chat, and God bless them as well.
God bless them as well. Why not? Press 1. Why not? You said you got to come out of her, huh? Hunter, you got to come out. Look at this. I had learned of look, the organization. Where's this at? Okay, in 1932, Mrs. Seeger wrote about the Negro problem in America in a letter to Dr. Clarence Gamble. Press 1. We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. Press 1. She feared the perception that her efforts could be interpreted as being harmful to a certain part of the black community. She referenced working through black leaders to accomplish her birth control mission, especially black ministers who sold their soul to the devil. Now, who the devil? Planned Parenthood, Seeger. What did the devil want? To exterminate the coming Messiah. That's the devil want. He don't want the Son of God to reappear on the earth. This fool want to exterminate your ass. Press 1. He want to get rid of you. So what they devised the plan is to, you see that Rizza Islam? See, they got a plan now. That's my brother right there. And Margaret Seeger is Hillary Clinton's friend. Wrote about the Negro problem. Use a germ to these people. And like the sister said, you unclean. But what she was wrong is that the Most High and all this other stuff, cool, learn the law. The law and the word is one. The law, not Mickey Mouse, not fantasize. Press 1, not great allegorical stories. You stay true to the law. That the good thing about the allegorical stories is this. I'm gonna keep it simple for you. You stay true to the law, you're gonna be all right. That's all the stories. All the stories you don't want to read. That's just too long and boring. All of them are symbolic of if you don't adhere to this law. All right, that's what it's all about. Right there. From Saul to Paul. If you don't adhere to this law right here, shit, that should have a thug nigga talking about shit, change. Shit, wherever it takes to get it out the hood, go ahead with you. I ain't mad at you. Press 1. So the Negro problem is Afro Americans. Press 1. That's the Negro problem. Afro Americans. Say it with me. The Negro problem is Afro Americans. And why is it a Negro problem? Because an extermination process. This is how we gonna exterminate them without them even knowing. We're gonna call this Planned Parenthood.
Unknown caller.
We're gonna make them make the choice, and we're gonna get the preachers to go in bed with us to preach it and to stay safe and to go on, because they get a tax break right along with them. See what I'm saying? Now they got you enslaved. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air? What up?
Good afternoon, Kel. It's Victoria.
Victoria, blessings to you.
Hello.
Blessings. What's going on?
Blessings to you too. This class is really enlightening, and I really appreciate everything that you're doing. It just, the Bible tells us that we are in this world, but we're not of it.
That's right.
And that scripture is so much alive today than it has ever been before to me. And it's disturbing. The numbers are disturbing, but sometimes you got to be disturbed to make a change.
That's right.
And some of our Negro sisters, they're willing to go into those places and abort a child. I mean, what does that say about them? To me, as a woman, it's not a good look. I mean, and some go in there and brag about it. 10, 12, 13 abortions, but they don't want to be called serial killers.
Right.
Because I'm not going to pretty it up for you. That's exactly what you're doing. If you're taking a life, it's more than one. Our population can be so much
Some
greater.
food just doesn't work at work.
Go ahead.
Our population can be so much greater if our sisters would not abort the children.
Of course.
The numbers would change. And to me, that's just as bad as what they call street black on black crime.
It is. It's worse. Because
it is worse.
You're trying to hide your body.
Exactly.
But your son's out there saying they caught a body going to prison, but you trying to hide yours and present yourself with makeup and eyelashes and wigs and weaves, and that you somehow holier because you went to church.
They don't want to be called murderers.
That's
but I don't have any other word for them.
Me neither. You yeah, especially if it's against the law.
I like how you do not pretty it up. You don't use substitute words. You straight to the point and direct, because see, the enemy ain't playing with us. We don't have time to be playing with them. Even if you're a female, you're wrong. I don't take up for my own kind. I go harder because I'm a woman.
The male and the female is wrong, but I'm gonna get more slack from the female, so that's why I'm going harder, because these men,
exactly.
You know what? These brothers ain't gonna. They can barely speak. They don't even know how to talk back to their mamas correctly. So I'm not even waiting on them. You got to go at this issue with the woman herself and let her know you out of bounds. They don't make a whole genocidal process off of you being promiscuous and just ready to go sign up to be another recipient. Now they doing stem cell research. They doing all type of things. What the hell? Shit.
And let me say this: the Negro woman will go in and have an abortion. That's the death. And the life is when they take your baby body parts and take it to the suburbs to give life to the suburban women.
They done made a new lung out your baby.
Exactly. The fertility. They go for the fertility clinic.
They done made a whole organ out your baby. You over there killing, and they over there giving life. Oh my goodness, I'm disturbed.
Exactly. And can I say something about this? This what Clarence Thomas was quoted in saying about the baby fetuses in the shots. You can tell the people that you know that you love exactly what you teaching us with proof and everything. And some of these folks will go right out there and get the booster to it.
They want an abortion and a booster shot.
They want it all. They want all that devil had to offer them. And so you taught me a long time ago, do not waste your breath in trying to teach the people that don't want to know right now.
That's right.
Because you can find yourself in a frustrated state.
Yep.
Even if you print it off and show it to them and read it to them, these people want to believe a lie rather than the truth.
That's right.
Luciferian is in that shot. Aborted baby fetus in that shot. And first of all, the shot is not even FDA approved. It's an experimental shot.
So they just having an issue with accepting responsibility for what they've done. These black folk,
exactly.
These black folk have lost their mind.
But when you call them the N-word, they want to rile up. But I don't get the concept. I really don't, because if the definition of that N-word is ignorant, you basically fit in that when you keep on following this crazy stuff that's out there.
Perfect word called nigger. Nigga, you are the personification of nigger. You out here. Let me explain something, Victoria. Tasha K did an interview with Chief Keef baby mama, and this woman said she had so many abortions. Tasha K said, "Ooh, how much you getting paid for this?" They said 5, 10, 15,000 per abortion.
Wow.
I said, I can't believe it. I said, oh my God.
Bragging about it.
Oh my goodness. These are
it's disgusting. And what hurts me the most is
glorifying.
Keep on.
Tasha K
yes.
said they're glorified. Tasha K said, "Ooh, I would have had more."
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Her ugly self saying, "I would have had more." I'm trying to tell you.
You said it, brother. You said it.
I'm trying to give y'all the way my mamas and grandmas would tell me. Her ugly self gonna say more.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And what hurts me the most is our people. They talk about slavery and they killed off us, but you women, you killing us off now.
I promise you, you are slavery. You are genocide. Black woman, better wake up. You are segregation. You don't even want them to. Something wrong with you.
Wow.
Well,
it's good talking to you, Professor. Thank you for letting me through.
Thank you, Queen.
All right.
Can't even hide it. There's something wrong with you. Tasha K, silly looking self. Boosie K, Boosie badass of the YouTube community. Press 1 is glorifying genocidal behavior from a woman who claims to be a run-through. That's a woman nobody cares about. Press 1. She claims to be the run-through of so many rappers, and they want to glorify, press 1, genocide. Press 1. Now, if y'all remember this is a very teachable moment right here. Press 1. This is a very teachable moment. Y'all remember this one? Remember this? Remember these warmongers? These whoremongers? Press 1. They are for this frog face and this pit bull, this shih tzu face here. Press 1. This old black poodle. Press 1. Them the worst type of poodles. Press 1. The black ones. Press 1. The black poodles. Press 1. This black poodle and this white German Shepherd here. Press 1.
Shame.
I got black poodle.
Shame.
Press 1 and a white German Shepherd. Press 1. Hungry. 2 different breeds talking to each other live on the air, talking about aborted babies. Press 1. Let's see if we can listen to some. Press 1. That's all they do is talk aborted.
You had faces across the screen. What made you make that TikTok?
I don't know. I
was really just chilling with my homegirl. It was like, hey, let's get on TikTok. I never worked TikTok a day in my life. That was my first TikTok, and it went viral. It's crazy. But I never made a TikTok. That was my first one, and we was actually just joking around.
Okay.
So, yeah, I didn't know anything about it. She was really just teaching me how to work it.
So you and Moneybag, like you really smash Moneybag.
No, not
your friend. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
and this was recently?
Yeah, this was about 2 months ago.
Oh, damn.
Oh my goodness. Y'all can't listen, y'all. Y'all can't listen. Y'all don't let yourself go. Press 1. And I see Boosie K trying to wear eyeliner and put the center itself as more. Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, girl.
Oh,
These
wow.
niggas.
These niggas ain't shit. No, you ain't shit. What you mean these niggas ain't shit? You ain't shit. How y'all gonna say niggas ain't? Is this the philosophy out in the world? Niggas ain't shit because y'all are hoes? Press 1. Oh yeah, I'm such a fucking hoe. Press 1. I'm such a fucking hoe. Niggas ain't shit because I convinced them using sexual advancements. Press 1. Their ultimate weakness to be conquered by me. Oh, you's a real dirtbag whoremongerer. Press 1. And they ugly as fuck, ain't they? And man, these bras ugly as shit. Press 1.
I mean, you're dating a rapper. What you expect? I mean, he does travel a lot without her because she can't go because she has a son. So, but I mean, he spends enough bread on her. She ain't going nowhere.
Shut the fuck up with your fade. Press 1. There are so many miserable women out here who try to he takes good care of her. She ain't going nowhere. And she can't go because she got, like a child. These little LGB, little twat licking ass.
Yeah, so Ari she's comfortable with a certain lifestyle, and it's only certain men in the industry that are willing to keep her at a sub wife status. They'll never actually marry her.
My personal opinion, I would like to secure my own bag. I don't need no, they get bigger than Moneybag, yo.
Okay. Now let's go back to you. Is Chief Keef an active father in your child's life?
Oh, he isn't.
What?
Oh my goodness.
When's the last time he seen the baby?
The last time I did the no jumper interview.
That was like 8-9 months ago.
Yeah.
And what happened when he saw the baby? Did he drop off some shoes or something?
No, he sent me the child support check and was like, yeah. So yeah, he just sent me the check.
How much he give you? How much?
Oh my god, he just sent me that child support check. I was like, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Shame.
Nothing like a bunch of fucking warthogs snorkeling about. Press 1. Oh my goodness.
How much he give you a month? What is he supposed to give you a month?
$1,700.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's legit. And I take it he's behind.
Well, he's so far he's been paying since the interview. He has a lot to catch up, but he has been paying.
Okay.
I've been getting them.
I mean, he better be careful now for his license gets suspended and shit if it ain't already.
He's worried about that. It's so many of us, so I don't know how many he's paying and who's he's paying.
Yeah, because what number are you? What baby mama are you?
I don't know, maybe 6 or 7.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I would hate for this to be my mom. Press 1. Oh my goodness. She look like Eddie Murphy on Delirious. Press 1. Oh my goodness. I'm 6 or 7.
I thought you were 10.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, look, maybe you might know some shit I don't know. So yeah, maybe 10. Maybe 10.
I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. That's why I got you here. I'm asking you.
I'm maybe 10, 6, 7. I don't know. I'm gonna have to
Damn. So your kids, I take it your child doesn't play with the other kids that he has?
I do. One of them, the baby moms, we're cool. I haven't seen her in a while, but we do have a relationship, so they did meet.
They did. Okay, and so they know, because it's important, you know.
This is the silliest shit.
Know that the kids know their siblings, because you don't want to end up, you know, your son with his sister. You don't want that to happen.
So I hope that don't happen. So many of them, but no, it's just one of them he met.
If y'all really been listening to Tasha K, she got a deformed brain. For that to even formulate in your brain.
You were pregnant by Lil Durk too, right?
I had an abortion.
What? Why?
They pay good money.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What?
Now you were pregnant by Lil Durk too, right?
I had an abortion.
Why?
They pay good money for you to.
Child, how much you got paid to send them off to heaven early? How much?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Man, are y'all serious? How much you got paid to send them off there? That mean you know. Press 1. What you doing? I told you. Y'all so fucking wicked, G. Y'all women who follow this paradigm is wicked as hell. That's why y'all need husbands. Press 1. This is why right here. You need to sit your crazy ass down before you kill somebody. Press 1. That's what this is. They on demon time, ain't they? Both of them. How much they pay you for sending him off to Earth? Oh my.
For you to.
Child, how much you got paid to send them off to heaven early? How much? How much?
That's funny, G. That's funny, G. How much you got paid to send them off to heaven early? Ha ha ha. Listen, G. This scares me. Y'all women, y'all scare the fuck out of me. Oh my goodness.
Dirk, it was what, 1550? So
15,000?
Yeah.
Okay, where's my fucking calculator? Okay. 15,000.
Damn. I would have had to calculate that by 18 years of child support. I would have got, he would have had to pay me up for, like at least 40% of that.
But then they have to pay to have sex with me and all.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Other things. So it all.
Okay, so what's the transaction from the beginning?
See, I
ain't worried about. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is embarrassing.
That goes about the price. It depends on who you are. That goes.
Get your glow back with Regal Rose Club.
Depending on what you want, the whole girlfriend experience. It depends on who you are. That goes about the price.
So are you still a porn star or are you an escort?
I a porn. Let's see, what would I call myself? Because everybody asks me this. I guess a porn star / escort.
Okay. So how much did Odell pay you for the shit?
So shit, I wasn't able to. But
I know, but how much he pay you though? How much he okay? So how much did he pay you for the transaction of I gotta say alleged sexual intercourse, and then how much would you have gotten if you would have produced the bowel movement?
50,000.
50,000?
Oh my goodness! Coffee and Kush TV. Oh my goodness! You're on the air.
What's up, brother? I had to call in real quick while I had a chance before I ended up getting busy and couldn't call in.
What happened, man? Talk to me about this diabolical syndrome that's going around on the internet.
It's crazy. I seen you trying to go to your calculator, and I did. I went ahead and did. I think it's like 300. You was finna multiply the 15,000 by the 20. They like $300 million, man. It's it's an unheard of number. I might be off a little bit.
No, but
it's an unheard of
that's
number.
That's exactly
bro.
what I'm doing. Get your calculators ready.
I already knew.
If you absolutely right. If you can get the equation to today's show, you know what the fuck I'm asking here is what math.
Right.
You take what you say. You take the
I did this. I just did this. Wasn't it like 15 by the 20? The 20,000 or whatever they said, 20, how many have been aborted since the Roe versus Wade?
Let's just say 25 million.
Okay, so I did 20. With 20 times 15 ended up being 300.
Okay, so let's do 20 times, let's go 15 times 55.
Hold on. $825
trillion.
Yeah, a whole lot. But that's the
motherfucking calculator broke, didn't it? That motherfucker, that's the last number reported was that. What the fuck is this? Oh shit! That's what we dealing with.
But that. Right. I mean, but our people just don't want to take no accountability, kids.
They haven't. That's what it boils down to. What's going on? See, our people don't hear shit like this so direct. So
even they don't want to know.
But they got to know now because it relates to
right. That's because we strayed so far away from the word.
No, there's no choice in not knowing. You're going to know.
Right.
They're going to.
Right. Yeah, bro. I got some stuff to do with Pops, man. I just had to call in and kind of chime in for a minute.
Sir. Thank you for the call.
But let me read the scripture too, real quick, before I get out of here.
You know it, and make it known.
It's related to the subject.
Yeah, make it relatable to the subject. If they talking about these bald heads, scallywags, I'm with it. Go ahead.
All right, it's coming from Romans 13. And I'm gonna read all 14 verses. It says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Wherefore ye must needs be subject not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. For this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth one another hath fulfilled the law. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. And that knowing the time that now is high, time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation near, then we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. 14. But put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. I have read Romans chapter 13, verses 1 through 14. May the Lord have a blessing to the readers, hearers, and doers of his word. My brother, I thank you. I love you. You keep doing your thing. And let me say a quick prayer before I get off of here as well.
Not yet.
Because,
not yet. I'm not doing, but you just read the whatchamacallit.
All right, I'll call back later.
Gotta go. Thank you, Ali. You in Romans. You in Romans right now. You in Romans right now. The Romans is the Roman Catholic. They died with Christ, remember? The Romans believe in the act of Peter in dying in Christ. Facts. I'm going to prove it. I ain't got to prove it right now. I don't want to prove it right now. Let me get back to this whoredom. That's why I say, when you read, put it in context so you'll know who is who's speaking, and who's it speaking to, and let's not go off into that when the law specifically in Leviticus is 10 laws. The Romans want to amend and contend. The law is written. I'm not going to Romans. The born Romans like to daydream. I'm not going to Peter. But they sound good. I'm going to the law. That's the law right there. That's the difference in this storyline here in the belief. I'm glad I caught that. This is why people don't believe right here is the fact that we have the wrong interpretation when it comes to the law. We can have like the religious construct of presenting good words and Romans and this, but we don't really understand what we're saying and who this is. All the Romans ain't good. You got to know who's speaking at the time and who's putting forth, because remember, Jesus went to the Romans and went to the Pharisees and told them. Then they want to go behind that and do what? Clean it up. But they under the law of Peter. They under the rule of the letter. Bingo. Bingo. Let me read this. Let me see if I can. See? Y'all under the same rule as the letter. That's why I say, call in with the information. Right there. Right there. I'm doing the work, but call in with the information, because that nigga Kev, I see it. I see exactly where we go from reality to daydreaming. We go from the law to the Roman. We go from that to, since it's written in there and it was compiled by the Caustic, that they all agreed with Christ. That is not the case. They mind went polluted, and their law died with Christ. They are crooked. It is not your fault for not understanding that. But I want to I want to talk about that. Could we go into feeling good rather than the importance of the whole scenario? You know what I'm saying? This
Unknown caller.
whole Holocaust. You want to go off into prayer, Ali? And we need to plea. No prayer. We need a plea. Press 1 to enter a plea. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air? What up?
Stop re-rocking Sarnetta work, bro. Stop re-rocking Sarnetta, bro.
Okay, thank you for the call, champ.
Stop stealing.
May God bless you and all that you do. Let me get to that Bible verse though. This Romans 7:6, right here. But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead wherein we were held, that we shall serve in the newness of spirit and not in the oldness of the letter. Do it like that. Do God change? Does the law changes? No. Who changed that into a religion? The law, God is the law, and he changed not. Press 1. That's why I told you the Supreme Court is upholding God's law. If we go that way, Ali, that you trying to do, we're going to be right back in slavery. Press 1. We got to go here. This is Supreme Court. You know who's in the Supreme Court? Press 1. That's where heaven is, right there at the top, right there. Press 1. You got to go plea. You got to have the language. You feel me? We can read the Bible all we want, but if that's not applicable to law, then it's just falling on deaf ears. You trying to pray, I'm trying to plead. Plausible deniability. That's why I say let's get to work. God's law is forever. Forever. They will make it seem like you only got to do a few things, that the law died. The law ain't died. If the law was dead, then the word of God is dead. It died with Jesus. When God, the one who sent Jesus, right, to die for the sins of the world. I
would have shitted on his ass too. I would have been like,
when it comes to this, it got to be from a legal perspective, not a spiritual church sense perspective. To me, that's what I call a church with no power is what? A church with no power. It's dead. It can't get nothing done. It is in bed. How? To change God's law. What the Bible say? Don't you change nothing. And who taketh, what it say in Revelation?
Unknown caller.
You better not change nothing. And that's exactly what the Catholic Church did. Changed every damn thing. Coffee and Kush, TV, you're on the air.
You a fraud, bro. You were just watching some ignorant shit and you put it on pause, bro. You a fucking fraud. You a bitch.
Okay. Next. 424-209-9506. All the people in the Bible did not get along with the word, and nor did they, always say, the Bible is a collection of books. That's what it is. Books within books. (424-209-9506). My man Ali gonna get us up. We gonna pray for the classroom. It don't get no much better than Our Father, which art in heaven. Press 1. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Press 1. On earth as it is in heaven. Press 1. Let's see. Somebody say Revelation 22. Yeah, I'm not here to argue with these people. They can have whatever concepts they want. I know they're here to try to change my mind, but that little asshole he calling my show, he just wanna be a part. If any man take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city from the things which are written in the book. I mean, Romans, all of them. Now, because these people read this book like it's a book that you just read through and everything is from the perspective of, oh, so all of them got along with Christ. All these, I guarantee you, the Christ situation was like Nipsey Hussle. Everybody had their hand in some pot into taking over God's kingdom, for sure. And God, and obviously, he was in line to be a king in the first place. Coffee and Kush TV on the air. What up? Yeah, he was in line to be a king anyway. It's all royalty. Press 1. It all has something to do with royalty. But my thing is the vaccines. Okay? Aborted fetuses. That's what's important. The fact that the devil can make up a whole kingdom off of your despair and your hope at the same time. Your hope of being free, but your black poverty and your black death and black genocide at the same damn time.
Unknown caller.
Why? What's up, man? What's up with you? You know, I want people into law. I don't want people into the word of God without the law, because that turns into Disneyland fantasy. And that's why I tell the men to get involved in the law aspect so they can see this coming. You know, I'm not staying there in that realm because I know it's fantasy based. Coffee and Kush TV on the air.
Stop having these people stuck on one book, bitch ass nigga.
Why you gotta talk so foul? Why you gotta be so ignorant? What do you mean, got people stuck on one book? I'm not even, that's the people. They
fucking.
So I'm not gonna let him distract the show, you see? I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm gonna block your number in a minute. As soon as I get a little time, block your number in a minute. You're gonna spend your life trying to talk. We talking about Planned Parenthood and the Negro problem. And the white folk, see, that's what I'm saying here. The whole that's what I thought Ali was gonna get on right here. The extermination process. Ali be trying to end my show, Prince One. He be trying to end my show with the prayer call. See this right here. The Negro problem, Ali. Not that side of the religious aspect without the legal Negro extermination process. Ali in the back. Press 1. See? We was about to go into close the show out again when we talking about the most important information that I need the fellas to step up on. Every time I go here, you're always running out. You're on your way out the door. Press 1. You got enough time to call me to troll me, don't you, little niglet? And then you got enough. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this little bastard. Look at this one. Sir, what do you want? What do you want, sir? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You really low. Sorry for your luck. This whole extermination process is already been documented, fellas. It's already been documented. This is where we should have our minds at, right here. Not Bible scriptures. No. I know what to do now. No, we not doing Bible scriptures. No. I'm going to let the women read. I'm going to let those who can associate this appropriately. But this is a legal sense. Press 1. This is why Forrest Glory and Mrs. Lewis, they bring up the words like Aaron Rod and things of that nature of books to get, because they're defending law from a biblical perspective rather than a civil matter done by the corporation. Press 1. That's all right, Ali. That's all right. Don't get in your feelings. Call back on track. I thought you were doing something. Press 1. Call back on track with this knowledge. Not that one. This one. I don't want to take my audience into that realm until they realize this is a legal matter that needs their attention. We're talking black genocide. Prayers don't work right now without their eyes opened up to what they praying for. Press 1.
Not like this. Not like this.
We can't pray for nothing you don't know what we praying for. Right there, whatever you was about to pray for, it wasn't about to be about this right here and the Negro extermination problem by Planned Parenthood. You was about to go into a prayer that led to something of something. And 9 times out of 10, it probably wasn't the Lord's Prayer that consists of Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. But what? Yeah. I know what's going on now. Y'all coming to class ready in law. This is Supreme Court thinking. Press 1. You got to be ready to go to bat for your people with the Supreme Court. What is the word of God without law? The law comes from the word. What is the word of God without the law? Press 1. So what you think it's going to take? It's going to take your understanding of the word and your understanding of law. Press 1. This semester at Cairo University. Press 1. You're going to have to learn how to see the correlation. So you're going to be like the little engine that could. You're going to be able to, I'm trying to see it. Then one day your brain go, wait a minute. There's a correlation between the scripture and law. See, I know this. See, Ali, I want Ali to call in with the law like that. Press 1. He gonna call in and be like, this is article, what's the name in 19? Press 1. He don't got comfortable with the spiritual aspect of the church-like feeling we have. Press 1. But we want him, same thing with the law. Press 1. So we'll be able to teach the people strong. Press 1. And not be deceitful. Not that you are deceitful, but not like them. We don't want to be nothing like them at all. They using birth control as population control. So you got to be able to write that down and go straight to it. Press 1. It goes straight to it. If you can't go straight to it, 15,000 times 50 million is how much? That's too damn much. That's a whole fucking World War I. Press 1. 50 million people. That's more people who died in 2 wars, 3 wars. What you crying about Iraq for? The black genocide is worse than anything you've ever seen. First one. I promise you right now, when the angel took Jeremiah, what's his name? Was it Jeremiah? To the mountain so he can deliver the prophecy and show them. I know Jeremiah said, ain't no way they're going to be like this. That's exactly what you is today. Whatever that angel told him your ass was going to be like, press 1, that's exactly what you is. You don't gave Mickey Mouse your sovereignty. Mickey Mouse gave you a spiritual sense of religion and sold you out to the birth control program. Press 1. If that's not a motherfucking Holocaust, press 1. That's the doctor office is participant in the Holocaust and the extermination process of the Afro-American male. And we got to be able to legally say it started right here. Right here. Don't worry about the word just yet. Just let's worry about the law. Let's not worry about Romans right now. Let's worry about this amendment over here. Press 1. We're going to get back to that. We're going to get back to that. Because we got a sense of being there, but not there. And it's kind of like, that is that. And the application of it. You know? So when you say doer of your word, I take that serious. Doer of God's word, there it is right there. His word is the law. His word is the law. If you're going to pray, that's right. Pray the Lord's Prayer. And if you want to pray anything outside of that, just your own stuff, just pray that you get understanding of the word and the law. Press 1. So you will know what I'm doing up here, what this is. My brain is no different than that coon right there, because I would have did the same thing. Judge Gills would have did the same thing Clarence Thomas did. And if that's a coon, then I'll be the coon. Fine. I'll be whatever you want me to be. I will not be a part of the extermination process. I don't care what you think I am. I got a big TV and video game and stuff that clog out your madness. Press 1. Soundproof. Think I'm worried about what the fuck you think? I'm talking to specific individuals, but I'm just saying, y'all, we got to get back to that. These people talking about the Negro issue. Press 1. They don't want to talk about the Negro issue. Press 1. Lord have mercy. I know we're a little embarrassed. I was in an interracial relationship too. I know y'all got to stress. Let them breathe, lady. Press 1. Hashtag let him breathe. Press 1. Let him express himself. Press 1. Our people out here in interracial relationships don't know how to break it down. It's fucked up. Press 1. There's a few people like that. Trust me, I know how to deal with it though. If they can't accept your trauma, then they ain't for you. Press 1. That's what I realized. Press 1. They can't accept. They rather just hide it. Press 1. They ain't for you. I gotta be able to express this because this has never been expressed on your lineage ever before. You got to live it, breathe it. Just what happened to me. It ain't my fault they trained us up retarded. Press 1. It ain't my fault. It's my fault for not wanting to be better. And not wanting the truth. You know. It's your fault then. The black leaders, the black congressional caucus, see? The black congressional caucus, they all for Nazism. Press 1. The black Nazis is on the planet. Y'all thought I was playing. These are the extermination program. Press 1. These are the extermination programs. The Holocaust was put in play by the Red Cross. And your ass was in the Red Cross. Using Planned Parenthood. That's you. That's how they subverted your whole government. The Nazis is the damn, press 1. Look. They is the Red Cross. The French is the Red Cross. The French was brought here by way of the Red Cross. They all out of bounds anyway. The French, they in trouble legally. They owe reparations because they are against every treaty that ever happened, and they're still on foreign soil. But they are the workers of the Vatican. That's all old shit. The Red Cross, the rising of the sun, the black sun. That's why the black swastika, the swastika represent like the Kaliman and stuff like that. I'm telling you, this shit deep. Ain't it? Ain't it? That's right. Got your ass. Press 1. You gotta understand. You ain't free. Your little friends that you got on earth will not be your friends once Czechoslovakia kick in their ass. Press 1. They're gonna be Russian tomorrow. You still gonna be Afro-American. You're gonna be like, right, what's wrong with you, Billy? Billy gonna speaking Russian, act like he don't know you. Press 1. They whole kingdom is acting on your behalf. Press 1. This little Indian story that y'all done made up is not true. Press 1. They all a part of the same radical ideology and supremacy of this Native American $5 Indian thing, which is not true. Press 1. You can't say, oh, but it's true because I see it on the TV. It's not true. All you people who believe you Indian, that's because when they signed you up on that FEMA camp and that damn Red Cross, you better had put something other than who you really is. If you want some type of benefit, but I tell you what, not one of you Negroes today get any real benefit from being no dang Indian. Let's just be real. And you was put on a dog's roll in which they stole even being a damn Indian. Press 1. The Indians is in India. That's how they got $5 Indians. Press 1. They were federal, nigga. Gas stations and resources. Diamonds, nigga. What? Press 1. Hey, this whole system is built up on stealing your resources. You do know that, right? While you playing around, having abortion, rejecting God, they not adhering to the Jubilee because you don't know God. You don't know the law, so you don't know the law of redemption is a real legal practice that's taken out from the biblical perspective of the return of you know who. So I don't even want to go there. But to think that you don't got to study law, you'll be silly. You'll be silly. You got to study the law just as much as you study the Word of God. You got to just start ripping it into your brain and start seeing, because it starts slow. You're going to start seeing the comparison. Like, wait a minute, this sounds like this. That great video about the Levitical law, I put it in my Discord. If you watch that, you would have an understanding. Ali, did you watch it? Did you watch the Levitical breakdown on Discord? I posted the video. If you watch the video, you should know exactly what I'm talking about. This nation was founded on the foundations of the founding fathers founded this nation on the premise, the belief of God, of the Bible. Facts. Everybody know that. But once you realize who these people were, the colonial time just happened in the 1900s. They just came over here in mass amounts. Press 1. How did that happen? How did they just get nationalized through Ellis Island when they was pilgrims? Remember? You should be asking yourself and making sense of it. How you think that make me feel? I damn near missed a death camp growing up in the hood. These people got a whole concentration camp set up. Press 1. We got a song by Akon talking about the ghetto. The ghetto is the living quarters of the Jews. Press 1. Y'all still don't know how special y'all is because y'all out here unobservant of the law. Y'all know God's word. Y'all know, hey, listen, what they say, Ali. Y'all know Romans. Y'all know how to grab that word and do a good speech. Press 1. But guess what? It's on deaf ears because ain't no law enforcing what you saying. There's no law. There's nothing been done. You in church singing and praying to the sky for nothing. Because nothing has been done because you not following the law. You gave your powers to the Congress. You gave your powers to the Congress, who are all Catholic. Stay with me here. Who are all Catholic. Everybody except the Congressional Black Caucus, and they Christian. Press 1. They the other church who follow Catholic authority. Press 1. That's how you got to think. Wait a minute. They got you. I'm pretty sure I did. That means you didn't. Press 1. If you pretty sure you watched the Levitical breakdown, that means he didn't. Press 1. Because if he did, he would know. He didn't talk about, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm going to go back and watch. Won't get me this time. I hope you do. Press 1. I did. Y'all got to go get that book. Never mind. We'll read the book. We'll read the book. Not that many. I see not that many people even care about their planned execution in birth. This woman, Margaret, talking about a whole Negro problem, and she's the mother of Planned Parenthood. She's the one with the solution to the Negro problem. Oh, we just gonna pay their preachers. Insane. 2 hours and 31 minutes in. I'd like to take the time to thank the contributors to the show. Ellie, it's a blessing. Shout out to you. Mrs. Gaddis, shout out to you. Wish, shout out to you. Sterling Hope, shout out to you. Mrs. Yvette, Niche, Mrs. There's a Hero. Shout out to y'all. It's very important. But people are only going to care about this stuff as much as you do. All nations care about Jesus and the Word of God because they all know that it's real. The thing about it is they apply it in law and you don't. They go all the way short of the Supreme Court all the time. As far as they want to go. Even the white folk don't even like to go to the Supreme Court. You see? Supreme Court say, oh, we fucking made a mistake. Y'all contract ain't for this. See, the Supreme Court is the authority of like sovereign King George. They're holding God's law in place. Facts. Before y'all go off into this Congress who spend their whole life changing God's law, press 1. Because Congress is ran by who? They can be bought and paid off by who? The Swiss banks. Who is that? That's the French. That's the Catholic Church. That's the Lords of London over there. Those are the big commercial financiers who want to establish corporations so they can subvert the land. Because legally a corporation can't do that. But by way of purchasing a building, they can dig up a big ass hole where they think something is at, press 1, and then claim it to be theirs. You don't understand. You can't handle the truth. Press 1. Kev Rowe. You can't handle the truth. Everybody making money off of you. Like I told you, you think that they transporting gasoline way over here. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, over in Iran, gasoline is $3. Press 1. I say gasoline is $3. You just had $3. Now what the fuck happened? You not on your job. You not on your square. You not in position. Y'all doing all this cap. If I was a church, I wouldn't even want 501(c)(3). I wouldn't even preach the gospel of Peter. I wouldn't even send you to church on Sunday. I'll be condemning every week. Every week you be coming to my church trying to judge. Kev, can I get another baptism? What happened? You only supposed to do one time. I need another one. I need another baptism. My eye fell short again. Oh, come on, young man. Y'all tripping. Everything y'all did is from the perspective of that. You got to go to church on Sunday. That's the kickback. We'll teach them religion in a McDonald's, in a goddamn Disneyland format. So they'll spend their life reading things. Press one, they'll spend their life here, not really paying attention, more feeling good. For whatever reason. Feeling good. This broad says she got a Negro population program she took back to the eugenics people. That's the Rothschilds and all these other people you be talking about, the Illuminati. Say their name, punk. I think everybody's scared. Yeah, that's eugenics. The black church sold out to the eugenics program. Satan. Let me say it again. The black, instead of saying the black church, because that's what y'all want, that's how you understand it. The black congressional fucking committee in law supports black genocide. They in business with pharmaceutical companies. That's for fucking
shame.
You want the religious
shame?
Aspect? Fine.
Shame.
But if you want that real deal right there, or the breakdown of what it's saying, they in bed with them. The church is in bed with the federal government, with the pharmaceutical, the same people, and they sell it to you. Press one. They sell you genocide. Juvenile, everybody will sell you genocide. For a few dollars, they'll be throwing trinklings like Judas. Press one. Here's a few dollars to promote Planned Parenthood. Press one. If you got to be bought and sold on a twerk mist by Cardi B, twerk mist sprays ignorant mindset on you. Press one. So every time you see twerk, just know your brain is under the control of somebody. Press one. Your brain is fucked up right now. You know, they don't understand the Negro problem in the eugenics. The Asian folk, China Mac, don't want to hear nothing about eugenics. Vlad TV don't want to hear nothing about eugenics. You know why? Because all of their nations take part in eugenics against the Afro American people behind the scenes. Press one. Facts. DJ Academics can't talk about it because he won't have no more friends. There's nobody who will speak up for this but Tupac Shakur. Press one. This is the type of shit Tupac said. There's a whole genocide. A whole nation of people died. Genocide to call. A straight bloodbath. Press one. Huh? You know what a bloodbath is? Usually a sister give birth in a tub. Press one. You give birth in the tub. Right here. When you got a bloodbath, press one. They don't want this. This is the real deal. Holy, you get a bloodbath now. That's what they make up. That's Planned Parenthood shit. Genocide. A bloodbath. A washing. You're on a Dead Sea, Holy Sea. The birth, the canal, press one. The vessel, press one.
Not like this. Not like this.
Coffee and Kush TV. Oh, the urban conservative, I can feel him. Kev Gills is moving up mentally in his world. Press one. He's just moving up mentally. You better jump on. Kevro University, Coffee and Kush. What's today? The 1st? 7/1/2022. We just set sail. From now on, all of my classes are on Kevro University. Go over there, patreon.com/KevGillsTV. They get 100%. If you like the knowledge that we've been kicking over here, I'm putting all the videos on private. This Coffee and Kush TV live. I'm doing promos for Kevro University, though. Press 1. Yeah, see, I'm just advertising over here for all of you people who are here, Coffee and Kush, to go over there, go to my Patreon, sign up. So now we got 2. Press 1. This one's monetized. The other one's not. Support the real. Don't support the phony. Channel 54. Channel 54. We anti-trafficking. Ain't that something? We the only channel that's anti-trafficking. And I'm gonna get a badge of honor for this shit. We anti-trafficking and anti-murder abortion. Press 1. We don't want nothing to happen to y'all. Nothing. Just stop, Press 1. I see why good people is always like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all just gonna throw it all away? A little baby, and a little dirt, and these people just gonna throw it all away. Jeez. Well, Cardi B, you niggas is that undisciplined. I see why Nation of Islam where y'all wear suits. Don't think you coming around me not dignified. Press 1. Don't come around me with your backwards hat. Press 1. Stupid chain on. Take it off. Press 1. Put. Time to grow up mentally, fellas, when your whole nation is under the extermination program. What you hollering at her for? If you have a baby with her, you're going to encourage her to get rid of it. Press 1.
Shame.
Sucker.
Shame.
All she got to do is
shame.
I'm going over here, punk, and you taking me. Ain't nothing you can say. So, press 1. It's my baby and my body. Press 1. You know you can't do shit. Press 1. You can't do nothing. Now stop. You might as well tuck your chain and put your chest up, because you can't even beat your woman. I don't mean beat her. I mean beat her at this logical situation where children are at risk. Now, coming up, I heard all the black women say, that white woman crazy. We don't even know her name. But that white bitch is crazy for driving them kids in that lake. Press 1. With that minivan. She didn't go. She left the little white boys and girls in the van, and she got out and ran away. Press 1. Talking about a revelation she had. Now, if you my age, you know this story. But here we is doing the same shit. I'm starting to think this is a sacrifice or some shit. This must be the darkness that God was talking about coming out of her. Press 1. How we gonna get the black woman to come out of this? Press 1. I never thought we gotta talk to our sisters like this. Sister, no, you don't can't be killing. No. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Kill? It's B.
Hey, B, what's going on, champion?
Man, I had to call in, man, about this. I got a little echo going, but I'm going to talk through it. Now, you was talking about the Planned Parenthood, and then how they had the Negro Project. What they said, the Negro Project. I was reading that. And it was talking about how they was being funded by Procter and Gamble, one of the heirs from Procter and Gamble. So it's big business. They all involved in the extermination of the black
Gamble,
people.
Talk to the people. Is what? What do they do at Procter and Gamble?
Well, they make a lot of products, but they also have something to do with vaccines also.
So they into rejuvenation of the skin, a lot of shit, a lot of scientific shit.
Baby products.
That's right.
So we don't know what they putting in their products. You know, they out to kill us.
Johnson. You don't know what the fuck everybody doing around here now that we got this to worry about.
Yes, sir. I thought that was real interesting. Like they blatantly put it out there. Like, hey, we funded this. We help fund extermination of the Negro.
Wasn't they doing the same thing back in the day? A lot of these IBM computers people, they was doing the same thing. But yes, you're absolutely right. They're openly and have said we are the ones behind this extermination program. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's a generational thing for them to do that. Being that he's an heir of it, so his people was doing it. Now they doing it.
Yes.
But for us, like what you doing, and what you're encouraging all the brothers to do is to speak out. That's why I had to call, man. I got to speak out and learn more and operate in a different way.
Yes, sir.
But
you a part of the Negro problem. What you think? You damn right. You got to operate different.
Yes, sir. And man, like it all comes from being irresponsible. Like people acting like just because you have a baby that's like, man, that's a blessing. They thinking backwards. I don't want to kill. I still want to kill my baby. I want to raise it up. You know what I mean? Thinking backwards. God ain't gonna give you something you can't handle. You gotta be men.
You said they thinking backwards, huh?
Yes, sir. Having a child is a blessing. God allowed you to have life. You know, being care of life.
You saying
that's a blessing? That's not a bad thing.
Life. I want to create it, then destroy it.
Well, you're gonna get destroyed. That's it. That's wicked.
It's sociopathic. It's psycho. It's nuts when you really think about it.
Yeah, that's psycho.
You know? And if we don't talk about it, we can't observe it in third person and say, wait a minute. Wait. This is nuts what we're doing. Not to exclude anybody. Yeah. Because we all come from this.
Right. And it can be
not to condemn women, even though I'm saying women, it's because that's the stronghold. That's the mind frame we got to change, as you can see right here on the internet. If you make $1 million going with you and helping you destroying yourself, I don't want to make $1 million destroying you, putting you down and shit. There's too much Tupac I listened to when I was young. You feel me? That hurt. Motherfucker, just let me put my sister down, make her a hoe. Let me help the world call her a hoe, or make her, because I'm handsome, I can pimp, or because I got the game, a nigga can pimp. I won't be no damn pimp. Nigga, too many pimps.
Yeah, nah, we ain't trying to be no pimp.
Nigga free, don't entice me. Yeah, that's different music. I don't like that shit though. I don't like certain shit. You know, and one of the worst things is that pimp shit. Because that's how.
Nah, we ain't trying to be no pimp.
But I'm saying those are the niggas that got our sisters and make it okay for them to wild the fuck out. Is a damn bitch ass nigga pimp.
Yeah, and my thing also is like, man, we like building the nation. Everybody, like even all the Pan Africans and all these people, they talk about building the nation. How you gonna build a nation when you killing half your people before they even get here?
That
doesn't even make sense.
Pimps tell hoes to have abortion.
Yeah, so they can continue to sell their shit.
Yeah, pimp.
Yeah, that's wicked.
That's wicked.
Yeah, I don't like
go
that.
Out here and make as much money as you can, and if it accidentally you got to go get an abortion. That's crazy, G.
And then the psychological effects of all this abortion stuff. Man, these women that's getting that done, man, they ain't never forgetting that. You know what I mean? It's a fix. It's gonna be a fix. And then if she's not thinking like that later on in life, once you try to, have a relationship, there's gonna be some effects to that.
There's a lot of trauma with that you tied to, that you ignored and didn't grow from. That's in your world now that you failed to realize. You're gonna need a lot of therapy when it's said and done. On that accord.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Well, hey, Kill, I appreciate you, man. I just had to speak out on this matter, and I'm going to get back in class, but I'm going to continue to learn.
Thank you, champion. 50 million Negroes extermination programs. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
My man. 424-209-9506. We still got another 15, 20 minutes left on the show. I would love to get a call from somebody who who wants to really identify this birth control and wants to speak on how all of it is genocidal and is made up of big corporations that don't care about you living or dying. They don't care about your lineage. They calling it the scientific community, but it's really the genocidal mad scientist community, where they are researching and taking from us and running extermination programs with our own fetus of our own children. Now that's sick. If you can't speak up on that, what happened? When it's time to speak up on a Holocaust system that's at play right now, what happened to you? What do you say about this extermination process? Knowing that it's an extermination process,
unknown caller.
Disneyland out your brain. You go straight to law. How can I defend myself? Got you, bitch. Press 1. Got you. That's right. How you gonna defend yourself, nigga? Press 1. How you gonna do it? You can't. Press 1. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't. Press 1. You on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Professor?
What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Crystalline.
Crystalline, what's up?
Nothing. I was just calling on the topic about the vaccines and the fetal abortion. It kind of just made me think about my own labor delivery and how they came in after I had my birth, asked me to take my afterbirth and all kind of just weird stuff. And I thought that was pretty strange. And I said no, I didn't consent to it, but ain't no telling what they did with it anyway. So it's just very strange, and I think it's all connected in some kind of way, but I'm sure.
They give y'all stuff before and after?
Before and after
birth. Hello?
Hold on, my phone. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay. I don't understand. I try to just stay the course. Try to stay the course. They do with it. They sell it. They do something with it. Your ass can be sitting up there thinking you eating a steak and you eating a whole placenta. Press 1.
Not like this. Not like this.
If anybody, if they do some shit like give you a vaccine out of aborted fetuses, what make you think they won't be freezing and selling fetuses every day? I mean, placentas every day. Press 1. I don't put nothing past this demon. I put nothing past these people at all. If they are willing to make vaccines and this is the way you get rid of the Negro problem, you know they eat niggas. Man, back in the day, they eat you. The cons, the Native American, who you call the man, these people eat you. These people cannibals. See, motherfuckers will cut your skin off so perfect and have your ass rotisserie and one somewhere in Oaxaca, Mexico, some goddamn where. Press 1. Y'all laughing at me. You need to be having your eyes wide open. Your ass living in a straight up extermination program. I watched this movie.
Unknown caller.
I watched this movie called Meat Train. I knew it was something. I just had to figure it out. They eat humans and shit. They got food and shit. Oh my goodness. You gotta watch the movie Meat Train. So when you watch, hold on caller, when you watch the movie The Meat Train, just replace the little people living underground with human beings. Eating motherfuckers. Press 1 and watch what your brain come up with. I knew it was something. It's always the meat people. Coffee and Kush TV, yo, you on the air.
Hey, Professor, I'm sorry. My phone cut out in a bad area, so. I was talking about my labor and delivery, and they did give me the epidural before. And they end up, like, kind of pressuring me to a C-section. That kind of, so all of it, repairing the breach and all this conversation kind of got me thinking about myself and how I was treated when I was, they almost killed me when I had my first son. They just doing stuff and not explaining. And thank God for my mama being a nurse and her being there with me. Yeah. And she was able to ask questions and caught what was going on. Like, they could have sent me into congestive heart failure. Like, it was crazy. So, yeah, I had my own experience.
Some of these places do things and you don't know unless you got the know-how or somebody there to really pay attention.
Yeah, that's why I thank God my mama was there with me. She was asking questions. Why y'all keep giving her the IV? Like, look, is it because her blood pressure was low? Because my blood pressure was low. And his heart rate just kept dropping. And I turned from one side and they'll turn me to the other side. His heart rate kept dropping. And the nurse would tell me, one nurse would come in and tell me turn one way, and then the other nurse would tell me to turn back on the side of kind of cutting off of his circle. It was really confusing to me, and I was just like, why? And they keep bringing all these IVs in. It was a lot. Very traumatic experience for me. So I understand and I can relate to the foolishness that kind of go on in the medical field. And
ooh, birth control. 50.
Oh yeah, I had an experience with that too. I had to stop taking birth control because I felt like it was making my body feel
50 million from birth control to what I call the extermination process. 50, 60 million people. What do you say about that?
That's terrible. It needs to stop everywhere. That's terrible. Bad. But that's all I wanted, Professor. I didn't really have much. It just kind of made me think about my own experience and what they're doing at all levels, economic, health.
Right about that. 50 million people exterminated.
Yeah, it's all on all levels. Like you said, it's a grid system, the matrix. So we got to do better. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Shit. It's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, what? That's too many. I don't see how the attention haven't been put. Well, because the black fraternity, black Congress members, yeah, we've been electing exterminists. These people exterminate us. They need our communities poor to further promote extermination programs. I ain't playing this shit wild. But shout out to Miss Linda Jones. Shout out to you, Queen. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you. We've been on the air for nearly 3 hours. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of subject matter. All freestyle. Just give me the topic. Drop the beat. You feel me? Mrs. Sanger, Planned Parenthood extermination program. I will be wanting to know all that I could about how this Holocaust has placed itself on us. I will be trying to figure it out from the depths of my soul. And that's one thing that I did. People say, why are you so connected to this? Why you just keep going? Because it's a part of us. We don't got no history of what happened. There's a reason. I found out there's a whole reason. Because look, If they told you what happened, you would be very upset. Press 1. You'd be very upset. But that's all right. God is good. We turned away from the law. We turned away from God's word. We turned away from the law. And Disney installed a matriarch mindset on black people, where Cinderella and goddamn Mickey Mouse is real, and your husband and kid father ain't shit. Press 1. Mickey Mouse get more sovereignty than the black man. Press 1. That's because the church is in bed with Satan, which is death, which is why you got deaf culture and promoting death. Press 1. Black death, damn it. That's what Kali Ma spirit is about. And you know I'm right. Black baby melanated sacrifice. That's why Black Lives Matter was out there doing that shit. And people, at young men who get gunned down, making pits of hell and doing seances with this little water drip that ain't going nowhere but to Satan. Because that's all hell need is some water, you blasphemous broads, y'all. Press 1, that's why. Got it. I say, and the most demonic folk on earth, they want to be black death, and turn out they the biggest frauds in our community. I can do this all damn day. Yeah, they broke the covenant. They broke the contract. You broke the law. They broke the contract. You get me? You broke the law. They broke the contract. So it's understanding this. It's understanding the contract, which is, which y'all know as the Constitution. That's a contract. That don't apply to God's people. That apply to you. We get to that. Let me not go into that. So let me not go into that. Y'all fell into deaf culture, not by chance. That's what you in. Y'all caught up in Disney, the way Disney wants you to love, the way Disney wants you to think, the way your religion should be is. You ain't even got no religion. The Bible is not even a religion.
Unknown caller.
The Bible ain't even no religion. It's your history. Press 1, and the prophetic book. Press 1.
Now, press 2.
Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Hey, how you doing today, Professor?
I'm blessed. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is A. I'm calling from North Carolina.
What's up with you?
Yeah, I'm the frustrated lady you was talking to before. I just wanted to call in because let me start here. I don't want to say I want to play devil's advocate, but I want to bring up some concerns to a certain degree.
With?
If that's okay with you, Professor.
With?
Okay, so
There's some concern
say it again.
With what subject matter? What are you talking about?
Okay, so like with the Planned Parenthood, like a lot of the concerns. Well, I can speak for myself, but I can speak for a few too, because the question of like, okay, well, what if I get raped and I don't get pregnant? Then what? You know, they want to know like where's the safety net in this for women? Because it's like if I get raped or something like that in that scenario, then I'm left with this baby, you know? And I feel like a lot of them want an understanding of, okay, so how is that going to work?
I believe you, but with all the ones who want that understanding, how many have been raped and have children? Where they at?
Oh, say it one more time.
Of all the women who you said they want to know, where are they that have these children that have been raped? Where they at? That say this.
Oh, true. Because I'm just going through like the comments, and because I look at different stuff, and I'm like, okay, they concerned about that situation.
Concerned. So
right.
So as I asked you, and you just by your response, I can tell you. Whoa, wait a minute, yeah. does that outweigh 50 million people? So look at the numbers. That's why I said bring them forth so we can see the numbers and see the numbers of
so they can see the numbers
versus the number of righteousness, and see what all the fuss is about and see what the exact numbers are, because I don't believe it's even. I think 55, 20, 30, 40, 50 million Afro-American babies by way of the death camps. First one is by way of soliciting to their poverty and things of that nature, rather that they were assaulted.
Yeah, I apologize.
That doesn't happen in all cases.
Yeah.
Need to be looked at per case, but I don't think that outweighs 50 million Afro-American babies. So, although it's serious, you want to show concern. You do have concern. I was raised with 13, 14 sisters. You know what I'm saying? I'm
and I kind of feel like that's kind of like where your faith in God is supposed to come in at too, because I don't think that He would leave you in a situation, being known this situation, and leaving you in a situation where you feel like you have no way out, and you have this child that you really had no intentions on making.
Take the average person that will say something like that. Let's say, oh well, what about if I'm wearing this and I get raped? Yeah, I mean if I'm this, well, what are you wearing now? You got to take all. What are you wearing?
Into consideration, right?
Of course, you take everything into consideration.
Right.
Because you have a woman, if God is telling you this is how a moderate conservative woman should be so this don't happen, but you dotting around and well, depending on the person, I don't know, but let's go hypothetical one time. With that woman who's around walking through an alley full of drunk fucking retards, press one, and then this happens to her. She has a baby with a transient. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? Yeah, it's yeah. Because I was up here and like, I'm up here looking at the Planned Parenthood because I was just reading Aaron's Rod. I downloaded it. I started reading it, but like how you was talking about earlier, how we turned away from the law, but I think that was also partially turning away from responsibility and accountability and having to manage society and ourselves and so many different things. I want to say, did we cripple under the pressure or did we just go straight into idol worship?
Wait. What do you mean? Say that again. I'm trying to get a conception on what you're trying to say. Say that again.
I know. It's hard for me to hear you too. I was going to say your audio is low.
No, say it again. What'd you say?
I was saying and remember earlier you was like, you were talking about how we turned away from the law of God, and I was saying that I kind of feel like that kind of aspected into our responsibility and accountability. But the men are the head. Don't get me wrong, the men are the head, but in total, all of us, right? So I'm thinking was it a crippling of the pressure and accountability and responsibility, or were we fully tricked, or were we just we just gonna turn away from God,
A crippling of the pressure. What do you mean?
You know how somebody is too much pressure and they break, they can't handle it. You see what I'm saying? Why you laughing? I'm asking a genuine question.
Because I gotta be clear. Because it could be a mix of all things, but turning away from and recognizing the law and jubilees and the reasoning for behind making this system work was lost in greed and gluttony and wanting to be a part of.
Damn, I can't hear you, Professor. I want to hear you so I can have this adequate conversation with you, but I cannot hear you.
That's right.
Damn.
You call right back. You're all right. The people can hear. You just
Unknown caller.
But mainly of the firstborns not given to the Lord and establishing law. Once your firstborn is not, one second. Once your firstborns are not put into legal positions under the law and straight up, then you'll run into governments, foreign nations, and banking institutions that would enslave you with your own methodology. So, Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air? What up?
Hey, what's up? I was just calling in regarding to the topic of discussion.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, as far as like the Planned Parenthood thing, I feel like they always targeted the African American community with the abortions. And the reason that is because, of course, they're using our fetuses, but they actually pay, like, say you're in a poor community and you can't afford to get an abortion, they normally have a finance company that will pay for you to get the abortion. You know what I'm saying? Really? And to me, that's crazy because, like in certain states, like I know, for instance, and please don't judge me because I've actually had one before and I'm not proud of it, but I was young.
Conversation. Say it again, what you say?
Well, basically, certain states, they give you money. Like they have money for people who can't actually come up with abortion money to help you fund the abortion.
Got you.
And I know Illinois was one of those states.
So
it makes they'll give you money like after so many weeks and so many months you can get so much money to help get you on an abortion. They'll give you like $675.
Lord have mercy.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll give you the money to actually go and get an abortion.
Oh my goodness.
So it's kind of like now that I'm older, and it makes me wonder because, like, I'm not even going to lie, like back in those, like the gap, and I'm not that old, I'm in my 30s now, but it's still kind of like you being a pregnant teen is kind of shamed upon in our community. So that's the first thing that, your mother would tell you or your father tell you, or you ain't going to have a baby or get an abortion or something like that.
Yeah.
That has always been kind of pushed on our community.
Yes, it has.
So it's like when you have certain states funding young women like myself to get like abortions and things like that, and to see now in 2022 what the hidden agenda really was, it's kind of like they've been preying on the poor communities and the African American communities, and this is kind of why, So it's like they even went as far as, basically, like in the 70s, they preyed on like poor people that couldn't read and write, and they'll be using their children to sterilize them and push birth control. So they've been doing this for centuries and decades, and it's kind of like it's scary now that we're looking at it, because it's like when I got an abortion, I wasn't as educated as I am now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you were ashamed to a certain extent, but it was kind of like, oh, I'm just getting an abortion. Like, oh, I'm just getting an abortion. But now it's just like seeing what they're using it for and how they're taking our parts and our placentas and things, and like that. It's kind of like it's always been a hidden agenda.
Yes.
And you have states funding this hidden agenda, and it's no telling how much money they're making. If they can pay somebody $675 or $375 or $380 for an abortion, how much are they really getting for your fetus?
Oh my goodness. And most of it is going overseas. 10, 15, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. See?
Yeah.
Oh my.
I can definitely see that. And it's kind of like, just looking back, like the older I get, it makes me, first of all, I'm ashamed of even doing that.
Right.
But it's kind of like being young and being a child. I didn't have any choice at the time. It was kind of like my parents' kind of choice, which I really don't blame my parents, because they really didn't know, because they wasn't educated enough.
Right. And I think a lot of our sisters was encouraged by uneducated parents who was willing to just not be embarrassed or made to look like, oh, my child is having a baby out of wedlock, to carry the whole perception of, and turns out everybody was having babies out of wedlock, even our mamas and shit.
Yeah, they did.
But it's just crazy how fast it's pushed up on the sisters. 15, 16, 17, 18, and it's the same practice. You don't want to go in poverty. You don't have what it takes. They got a lot of excuses, but never psychiatric help after. There's no years of trauma-based therapy that you go through. So,
I really feel like they put a price tag on everything.
So what happens? If there's no therapy of a woman to say, this is what's been done, this is how you're going to deal with this, a lot of emotional pain is going to come after this, and zoom, and I'm here they don't got that. So what happens? They do it again, and they get colder. They get more cold, meaning like the attachment ain't there. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for them to get 2. Now you can get 3.
It is.
And now fucking rap is selling it like you can just fucking take a pill. Why not? Now what is that doing to the woman's womb? You got 500
Listen.
You got 10 abortions.
I'm from Chicago. It's people they glorify that. You know what I'm saying? I know people that's gotten so many abortions. It's kind of like it's a normal thing, and it shouldn't be normalized.
Oh my goodness.
Like, we normalize it so much. I'm not surprised that goofy girl was up there talking about a price tag on babies, because they really don't care anyway, you know. But it's kind of like when you actually see a child or you hear a heartbeat, it's like it's really a child in there. I don't think people understand because they haven't fathomed, because they may have not had a connection with their mom, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like our generations are cursed, and we've just been fucked up from the beginning. It's kind of like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, but the beauty, I'm gonna tell you, even though that's crazy for you, it's crazy to hear another individual who can see how the machine operates, how we all kind of take part in it. And you know, I go hard, but I really like to get to this point where a person can acknowledge, like, damn, this has been a program. It was set up this way. I wasn't just, you know, it wasn't about poverty or I couldn't take care of my kid. It was more like for the WUHAN lab, for vaccines, and well, you didn't get nothing out of that. I'm sure they didn't break you off with no money from the pharmaceuticals and the vaccines that's made. Nothing. So even with the sacrifice of our babies, we left out the equation. Go ahead. You have the last word, sister. Go ahead.
But Kevin, I got a question. What if Planned Parenthood have life insurance policy on all of those abortions?
They probably do. They probably get every last.
I wouldn't be shocked.
And made a name up for them, and named a baby.
I mean, we've been getting duped out of life insurance for years, and so have our ancestors.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they're getting billions of dollars on our fetuses of our unborn children.
Now, whose responsibility is that to prove this? It's our responsibility. We have to look at, wait. What are they funding? What are they using these funds for? What is this? You'll be shocked to find out what the fuck they doing. Let alone the money you just brought up. They making trillions. If it's life insurance, that's how the system is ran, off of life insurance, off of dead people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got...
So just imagine.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Just imagine. And it's kind of like, it takes you back to even fraud. Like, you know, they've been doing it for years. And it didn't become fraud until, you know, people of color started doing it. Ain't no telling how that backdates. It could be abortion fetuses that they're giving names, or Social Security aliases, things like that. It just, you trickle down that rabbit hole.
They could be taking the baby still alive, hooking up to a machine and grow it within. Who knows what the fuck they doing? We just know we went through the abortion, right?
Exactly, because they don't show you your baby. They don't, who's to even say, like, I mean, because sometimes you put to sleep. Like 9 times out of 10, you're put to sleep anyway.
Okay, then. See? I don't know this. Us males don't know this. We just know the word. We don't know what the fuck going on. We don't even want to be in there.
And the the sad thing about it is being so brainwashed for them to pay for abortions. Like, you know, people literally would be there with their wives and girlfriends taking them for abortions. It just makes you wonder, like, we just so quick to get rid of our offspring is really sad. You know, if Black Lives Matter, we definitely need to start with our backyard.
With Planned Parenthood, that was my first post of COVID was, if Black Lives Matter, then start with Planned Parenthood. That was over 2 years ago, and look where we are today. I'm proud, actually, that this is even a conversation that me and you, a female who's had an abortion, and we can honestly sit and talk about the reality of the conditioning we go through to that extent. I think that's testimony. I think that's powerful. And yeah, anything else?
No, I think that was all. Well, first of all, I love your show and keep doing what you're doing. And for that goofy who was calling earlier, like, first of all, we were trying to get through to talk some real game. Yeah, Kev, bro. And we love you, Kev. Keep teaching because I'm going to fall back in class. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chicago, you hear that, chump? Chicago women.
Unknown caller.
Chicago women turned up, phone them grave. And we talking like this. I know I'm doing a good job because my nephew from 20 Crip in Long Beach, press 1, he said, Carol, I watch your show every day, bro. I'm learning, press 1. So yeah, gangbangers watch, nerds watch, haters, forklift drivers, nigga truck drivers, nigga, press 1. A lot of people watch my show. And a lot of people email me about these things after the fact. Coffee and Kush TV, Kev Rowe, you on the air?
Hey, what's going on, Kev? How you doing? It's Dwayne from the Midwest.
Midwest in the building. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, Kev, I'm going to say, man, powerful show. What you was talking about, and you touched on something that what changed us. Because I remember back in the day, my grandmother used to say, y'all don't take no kids to no adoption agency. You bring them kids right here, they'll be right here on the floor. We ain't got grandmas like that no more. Yeah. My grandma have it out like, no, you bring them kids. That's why, right? That's why we all grew up with our cousins. Because your grandma said, no, you bring that boy right here.
Cousins, we all met up at grandma's house.
Right. You know, grandma wasn't having it. You ain't abort no baby. You ain't taking to no adoption agency. You bring them right here.
Mama got him. And then
Mama got him. But see,
Grandma, I don't want to put that on you. And she said, what? I raised your mama and I raised you.
Exactly. Exactly. Then you go right. But that's that village, though. That's that village you talking about. That village, like, no. I know it's gonna be too much on you, but the life is more important to you.
That's right.
More important to you. Just go ahead and get rid of the life.
Right.
You don't know what that child gonna come up to be.
Facts. Because mama,
you know what I'm saying?
Grandma understood the COINTELPRO program that they was talking about back in the day to assassinate our brothers and sisters. They was in the word. They didn't understand law too much because that was of the man status, and that's what he did. But they knew the word, bro. So they knew,
and then,
you got to deal with this.
Exactly.
You 15, you should have been out there swinging it around. Now you about to have this baby. Go ahead.
Exactly, because they understood that ain't our culture. We don't do that. That ain't you keep that over to that Greek culture, all that Romanism stuff. Right. You keep that over there. That ain't what we do.
Foreign people scribble about with hangers and shit. That ain't what you do. Go ahead.
Right. So they knew. But my wife, she worked with, young ladies like that, and she was telling me stories that when these girls that they really have to go through deliverance because they have like this emotional stuff going on, waking up hearing babies crying, always longing for that child, and that child is not there, and just weeping and crying.
Oh my goodness! So the trauma behind it.
Yes, because it's a spiritual connection.
Talking about it. Go ahead, King.
Yes. It's a spiritual connection. Remember, it's a spirit living inside of them.
That's right.
So you don't kill a spirit, and the Bible tells you that what happened when Cain slew Abel. He said his blood cried from the ground.
Yes, sir. When thugs cry. Go ahead.
So why that blood was keep crying, and there's a scripture that says and Jesus in the New Testament, he says, beware those that harm the little ones, because their angels always behold the Father's face. Those little innocent babies.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Yes. In the New Testament, God said, don't mess with the little ones, because the angels always behold, their angel always behold the face of God.
Got you. Because I know Michael was an angel for the children.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
I know Michael for sure, because it says Michael. For sure.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. Their angel always behold the face of God. And the Bible says the angels, imagine all these babies are crying. The angels are crying out before God day and night, because the Bible says his eyes run to and fro the earth, beholding the evil and the good. Now imagine you the Most High, you got these angels and these babies just crying to you all day. You had children, you know what it's like to have a baby crying. It's just ringing in your ear like, man, they got to do something about that baby crying. But there's a scripture in Leviticus 18 says the land can get so wicked that God said, I'll spew you out of the land.
Oh my goodness.
So people get mad at Clarence Thomas actually did us a favor. So we got time to tie these conversations like you having and get this stuff straightened out, so we can get on the right track.
Yeah, because ain't nothing like the black one and black woman and black man being on track.
Yeah,
so they'll know what's at hand from legal and a spiritual aspect, because they go hand in hand on this land. Damn, I got raps.
Yes, and that's what I was telling you. That's Matthew 18 and 10. Tell you that the angels behold his face. And I'm going to hit you with something else. That scripture right there is so powerful, because if you remember when he got ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he said the cry of them. Who was the them that was crying?
Goodness, yes.
It was the little babies that was crying. That the angel is crying in his ear, ringing every. You know how like a child be crying? You were like, man, y'all got to feed that baby. Y'all got to.
Are one of these baby angels whispering in God's ear or something, always in his ear? It just reminds me of that allegorical construct of Disney of that situation. If you get what I'm saying, like, damn, you made
and not
connections there.
Now, Cal, what would you do if you hear that? If you the Most High and you got these babies crying in your ear 24 hours a day and they can't defend themselves innocent, what would you do to a man or woman? What would you do to them?
Oh my goodness, they the ones causing.
I mean, how would you handle them? And we got people here talking about they want to go to. We don't even know that we're in World War III right now. We on the cusp of judgment. There's a Russian sword handed right to us, and Clarence Thomas has just gave us a time to repent, so we can have these discussions and change the direction of where they're going in this country for our community. Russia is ready to wipe us out, and China. So for whatever reason, you can come up to 10 million reasons why, but the sword is there. But the sword is directed right at us. Because the Bible, the other thing talking about the Bible in the land, we talk about the innocent of blood. There's something in the Bible, the book of Leviticus, called the Avenger. Whenever that's why places like Chicago, when you have innocent blood spills, there's an avenger that goes around killing. It's a spirit that goes around killing. It's a bloodlust that gets into a society, and you can't stop it. You can try to get rid of all the goods you want, but people are angry because you have a lust because the country has developed a lust for blood, which is abortion, which is killing, all this killing. And there's a lust for blood. The blood, you have to cleanse the land. That man did us a favor. That was a prayer answered.
That's right. That what you said it was? That was a prayer answered.
Yes.
That's right. All the way.
Because we wouldn't be talking about this shit. Right. Right, you wouldn't even have this content if that didn't happen.
That's right.
We wouldn't even be talking about that.
No, that's not true. I talk about it every day.
No, we wouldn't be talking about to the fact that we're, I'm talking about, you always have been on it, but to where it's bringing out awareness to more people coming into the conversation. That's what I'm going to say.
See, I can put it on a tag now, and people can understand a lot greater. So without that hitting the Supreme Court level, I can do it at a specific level all day, but for my audience to see it, it pretty much verified, like, damn, Kev really on some real shit. Like, that's real. There's a difference between what's real. Yeah. Real is what changes laws. They say, when the people get the Supreme Court to change its behavior and say, wait a minute, we have made a grave mistake. That Roe versus Wade is genocide. See, you make them adjust. This is a nation of the people, for the people, by the people. FUBU like a motherfucker. We got to stop being afraid to speak. That's it. If we condemn, like you said, the bloodthirstiness, which is abortion, murder, and 7 deadly sins, of course, comes with all of this, then you could put away death itself. You can put away the slaughter anytime that you want to. But you don't adhere to God's law, nor the law that God established from your kings that's over you. That's George Washington. That's right. Abraham Lincoln. I don't give a fuck if it's George Bush. It don't matter if it was whoever. You still don't listen anyway. You're not adhering to the Supreme Court. You worried about, should we do a march? Should we do this? The Supreme Court upholds all people are free. And if your ass is in captivity, you got a hell of a lawsuit. If this is a federal funded program and you can prove it, they got a problem on their hand. And I think that's what they worried about. That's why they trying to fix it. So I thank you for the...
They worried about a lot of that stuff. But good job, man, for bringing us out, man. Stay on their neck, man. Good job, brother.
Thank you, champion. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of you making sense of how the Senate and the Congress is used by international companies, thieves and robber pirates, to formulate themselves here and try to get you to overturn Supreme Court, which is law. Tell me about no damn amendment. I take you to George Washington himself, press one, and that's where your mind gotta be. You can't be thinking on such a small matter. Then you finna hold hands and kumbaya, and the mayor gonna help you, a governor. All these people are operating on behalf of the state. They don't ever want to merge church and state. This
unknown caller.
The Church of God. That's where you get your laws from. Not Congress. Congress wasn't around when this shit was made. Congress is just made up when they stole everything. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. All right. You took too long. Thank you. Congress is there to change the words of God. That's it. If they had changed the word of God, they had changed the laws of God. Press 1. You got two histories that you need to decide what the fuck is real. You got a history from a corporate banking institution that told you fucking
unknown caller
Columbus came over here with the Pilgrims and found Indians, and you was a slave, and then they brought you. Press 1 or press 1. Where they was fought off King George. Press 1 because King George was mad at them. Or you can just accept the fact that King George is Colonel George Washington Gillespie, the first president of the fucking United States of America, and he didn't sign up for this shit, and y'all out of bounds. Coffee and Kush TV, Cavro University, you on the air.
Y'all eat abortion every...
Shut up, punk. Stop trying to convince people what they're not hearing is the truth. Press 1. You don't have the power to do it. You sound
program, y'all dumbasses.
Look, you sound silly. It don't even sound like you can communicate. Press 1. You don't have no friends. You mad because Kev came. Press 1 and took all your friends. Press 1. All your friends. I took them all. Press 1. They my friends now. Press 1. Press 1. I don't like niggas who mislead their friends. Press 1. They're my friends now. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air.
Me again, Chris One. I was just listening, and I thought what you were saying about changing amendments, and I just thought back to the civil order letter that the Pope sent. Like, he was basically saying that any laws since Obama passed, they were basically null and void, right? Or am I understanding that right? Or
well,
that letter I'm trying to make.
He was saying yes, since everything past this letter is illegal, and you don't have any jurisdiction to do anything. So for the next 5 to 7 years, you're in the process of your removal of the land. But go ahead.
Okay, and I also heard you saying about getting the church and state together. Like,
yeah,
I do need some kind of clarification on that too. Just a little bit, so I can take.
What do you mean by church and state?
They're joining because it's separated right now, so we need to get it back together, right?
Well, church and state is always there. It just has to be applied. There's no separation of church and state because the founding fathers intended it to be this way. So there's no separation.
I can't hear you. It is very low.
There's no separation between church and state.
Gotcha.
None. They can trick you into thinking there's no separation. Then you'll be voting for senators and congressmen and banking institutions to handle your currency. And we all know how this shit just turned out.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, there's no separation. It's just about the applicable process of the establishment of it, or sometimes the Supreme Court needs to be reminded of who they actually work for and what laws they're actually upholding. So every now and then you'll get a special individual that even helps them adjust to what's right and what's wrong. You get me?
Yes, sir.
Now, church and the state, when you're going back to sovereignty, the man, woman, and child has its role within that family pyramid structure. So you got the head of state, you got the queen of the household, correctly? Just following the blueprint of scripture, of how a family, how the country ran is representative of how the people run in its household.
It mirrors the government.
Exactly, because you are the government. They watching you, seeing what's okay, running the algorithm test, see what the fuck you do, then mimic that, run it back to you, and you say, oh, this must be cool because they approve of this. Well, you already set the trend. So yeah, they approve, they following your lead. If you want to go to hell, they have no problem with that.
Right.
None. The world has no problem with going to hell. We can live in bloodthirsty vampirism, moon worship forever and ever with no rules. And see how that turned out. Where the celebrities
I'm definitely not trying to go out like that. So
there's supreme law. There's the church and state. That's just what it is. It's law. So Got it. Thank you. It just has to be found. It's a hidden gem. It's the Jack and Rose story, the hidden gem, the diamond that's lost, the dynasty. Press 1, the return of the heirs, the what y'all call conscious mind, that shit back on the earth. Press 1. But it's really just a great historian. That's all it is. And telling you what you're reading, prophecy, and how it relates to history. So you'll know how you became an American exterminist. Press 1. A black Nazi. Press 1. How you sold out to the French. So you don't just be blaming the white man. Everybody has a role at your destruction. But you yourself have a role at ignorance. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. If you give these laws over to this corporate and let them pass judgment they gonna make up all type of shit. Then they gonna rob you of your resources, and you gonna plant, like the Bible say, you gonna plant vineyards, and you're not even gonna reap what it sowed because you don't own nothing.
Unknown caller.
Press 1. You don't pick all the cotton. And ran off to Indonesia with Levi and Strauss. Press 1. I'm the best. I told you. I'm like Floyd Mayweather out here. Press 1. It's easy for me.
To accept.
Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air.
You eat abortion every morning. You eat eggs every morning, you dumbass bitch. You eat program, you dumbass big program.
Why you mad, man? Why you so upset with your life, young man? That's good. Eggs. Press 1. Oh, what a sad individual. Let me see. It's Planned Parenthood against God's law. I've never had a percentage this high, but we at 94% with 300 votes. Can we get one more vote to make it 300 votes? We have 300 votes, 336 people in here with 318 people. Put them votes up in there. We need votes so I can do a final breakdown. I can't believe it. 94% of people agree with Kev and say, wow, that's a message right there. Now, I bet you a large portion of those people who agree are also people who've had abortions and been in these positions before. Press 1. So, nigga, y'all can't tell me knowing the truth won't set you free. Oh my goodness, that nigga Kev cold with it. I respect everybody. Coffee and Kush TV. Let me see where my food at. They bringing my food right now. I got a little bit longer. Now it set you free, G. Instantly. You don't got a choice. If you sit down and watch this program, if you sit your ass down and watch this program, you gon' get this work. Pyru. Press 1. You gon' wake up. Press 1. You gon' wake up. You gonna go like the older sisters say. You gonna go watch the rest of these ignorant ass shows. And you gonna sit there for an hour and say, why the fuck am I sitting up here watching this dumb ass shit? I'm sitting here and I don't even want to. This show is different. I'm sitting here and I don't even want to. This shit weak as hell. Where Kev at? Oh, he did 3 hours of today, 4 hours. He not coming back. Press 1. The truth won't set you free. It makes you responsible. The truth will set you free, Jonathan Henderson. You're not control of that, sir. The truth set everybody free. What you talking about? The truth, you have to be free to be responsible, Henderson. Mr. Jonathan. Oh, what you calling the Bible a lie? That what you saying? It don't set you free. It make you responsible. Is always trying to find a reason to be smart, but ain't saying nothing. Press 1. Here go my phone right here. Everybody want to be against God in a damn chat room. Press 1. Niggas is in the chat room trying to be against God typing. Press 1. Typing up a storm. Cause you know why? I say it every day. Because these men in America have clerical positions at home. Press 1. They don't got no real, can't stand. These were all women who called today. A few men, shout out to you brothers. But you see the sisters are built on trying to understand it. That means they trying to understand where they fail so they can understand where you fail too. And you should be doing the same thing. These people are deniers. But that's because they spent their life denying. What else they gonna do? They don't want to change. They want to sit and play and act like ain't none of this shit real, and that they need to be sovereign and go to Africa and do whatever it is that they believe. I'm kicking the real. My words is reaching the Supreme Court. All of this shit lined up. And they be mad because their brains don't work, because they don't They don't give way to wisdom and knowledge. Huh, Ollie? They don't make her the beauty, the apple of his eye. Press 1. No. He thought he was right worshiping Pan-Africanism. He thought he was right in whatever little Nibiru mindset he got. They don't want to believe God's word. Same people who don't believe in God don't believe in law. You know, they anti-Christ, they anti-anarchists. Press 1. They're anti-Christ spiritually, and they're anarchists made manifest. Press 1, got your ass. There you go, right there. Bro, that's easy for me. I can do this shit all day like the Matrix. Nigga, them niggas an antichrist and anarchist. Bow, bow, bow. Watch out. I told y'all, Neo, you can't fuck with me. Nigga, best there ever did it. I'm like Bret the Hitman Hart. Nigga, I'm the best there is. The best there was. And the best there ever will be. Press 1. You stupid. I win. That's what we do on Team Righteous. This ain't Soul Illuminati channel. Press 1. You ain't finna get no sunbathing here. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV. I respect everybody until y'all get disrespectful. And I want to thank my moderators, the people who subscribe to the channel today. Go over to the patreon.com/KevGillsTV. This is Carroll University. You're going to get the link to the Discord. And from now on, all university is on Carroll University channel. Be there or be square. And as always, family, I'll holla.